Good day. How goes it, everybody? Welcome. Hi. How you doing? We are back again into some Minecraft Skyfactory 4, because, what else am I going to do? Hello, everybody. Let me hit the list right off the bat. Landon was here. Hello, Landon. Maximus, Random Guy, good day. Yeet Lord, Steven. Hello, Steven. And Emil Plays. Hey, what's up, Emil? Good day, everybody. Thank you all for coming back to another one of me being foolish online, and I appreciate you watching along. I'm also still eating the last few bites of my dinner, so try not to judge me too harshly. I'm just kidding. Judge as harsh as you'd like. So, look at this monstrosity. Is today the day? I have a feeling it might be. We're going to get some things done. Hello, MSJ Games. Good day. 5 essays. That is way too many essays. That is about 5 essays too many. Hello, VNT. Yuri, are you using gigantic flux storage? Yes, I've got some Herculean ones, but gigantic doesn't really hold that much. So I'm using this guy, which holds right now 776 billion RF right now. You'll notice that number's going up 0.38 through 9, 4, 41, 42, going up a lot faster than it used to. It's gone up a lot today. Steven, you and I believe, are on the same page, sir. So what I did is I removed my coolers on this guy, added some more coolers, but switched it from diamond to water. This thing has been running all day, and it's making 1 million RF per tick, running at 99.9% efficiency. This thing is producing power faster than the Flux network can take it out. So, we've got this down, people. We're going to do this today. What am I eating? I am eating enchiladas with some cheesy bread, which is very delicious. Mac and cheese is good, though. I almost made mac and cheese tonight. You spying on me? I normally charge for that. So I know I did not get the achievement yesterday because we learned that the fuel we were using was not capable. And the fuel I needed was produced by another fusion reactor. So we made a smaller one. And all day long, this has been humming. And I have 41 million millibuckets of helium-3, one of the 2 fuels that I need. So I'm pretty excited about that. We're going to crank that in. The other fuel we need is this one right here, which is currently fueling the little one. And that is our liquid hydrogen that we put together yesterday. You'll remember that these machines took so much power to run. Well, even with the other reactor taking hydrogen, it's just speeding forward. I'm already at 100 million millibuckets, 100 million millibuckets of liquid hydrogen. So I am confident that we have enough fuel to run the big reactor. I'm going to run one right off this. I'm basically going to add a GPS to throw this into one of the tanks. And then I'm going to add a wireless GPS right on the bottom of this thing to put it in the other tank. Now, at that point, we have to take a look at coolers. I have too much chilliness, and it's not letting things work. So we are going to take out a chunk of these, like a lot, and leave just minimal ones and see how hot we can get this baby cooking. Your cooler's a diamond, too strong. I agree. In fact, over here, I had only 1 diamond in each corner, and it was still too cold. Diamond is just uber powerful. So I'm going to break it down to just 3 on the top and bottom of each corner and see what that does for us. I didn't want to bust any of that up. I said to you guys yesterday I was going to mess with this one a little bit, but I did not want to touch this big dog until you guys were here. I also realized I don't need this. Ugly. So, yes. Hello, Hanzo. Good day. Yes, we're going to get so many things. If this is making 1 million per tick, this should feasibly make a minimum of 3.3 million per tick, which will give us the achievement I've never, ever had. So, that's where we're at today. Now, it's going to take a little while to cook up to that heat and get running. It could melt down. That is a concern. But at this point, when we were doing it yesterday, I have too much coolant. It just wasn't getting hot enough. So, yeah, we'll take a look at it. So anyways, let's see. We'll go ahead and grab these. We need some GPSs. Gups. Where's my gups? GPS. I'm going to need 2 of these. One for one fuel and one for the other. Wasn't in the last stream because I was in the hospital. Oh, dude. That sucks. I'm sorry. Hope you're feeling better. That blows, man. I wish you nothing but health. Number 1. Ba-doop. Number 2. Ba-doop. I don't even care which one's which. I don't think it's going to matter. We'll start with this guy. You're number 1. Get you in here. Ba-doop. Okay. And then I need to make another wireless to go over here. Again, the hum of this thing is very, very... I don't even think of the word. I like it. Can't think. Satisfying. Ha ha ha. That was the word I was trying to think of. I only had a little bit of time to look at the other thing I was working on with the fan blades, and I have it in a minute. I didn't get a chance to do a lot of research on that, so we're going to keep making the parts for it, even though I still don't know how to build it yet. But yes. All right, so you need... Oh, I'll need a cable as well. Let me make a cable. Cable fluid. All right, let's see. Get that in here. Raid yesterday. Yeah, the raid we did at the end of the stream was pretty sweet. What a nice guy, huh? I liked him. Liked him a lot. Such a nice guy trying to put out positive content, and there's just not enough people doing that. So I was very pleased to meet the guy. Gave him a follow. All right. Okay, here we are. We have 2 fuels. Now, one of these fuels is probably not in here. Yeah, I didn't think so. There we go. We have both of the fuels. The fuels are fueling. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and fire it up because it's got to get to 8,000 before it even starts running anyways. So, oh, there it is. I was like, what the hell? So we're going to go ahead and get this thing up and loading. And while we're doing that, we're going to be taking apart. There we go. We're going to start taking apart these coolers. The cooler. Like I said, I'm going to start with these basics, because again, I know this fuel gets pretty hot. I'm okay with that. And worst case scenario, I throw water in there. We take the diamond out and I just start putting in water, which I'm fine with. We end up going that route. You know what? I just do faster. I can make these all day. I'm not as worried about losing these. At least on the bottom. The top I do need to get the stable footing. I keep not doing it, and I need to sit down and just do it. I got a bunch of them, so I'm not too heartbroken. All right, now we'll do the top. Start over here. Faster. To make that even bigger and better, but I doubt that you even need the power. Yeah, at this point, I don't even need this power. I'm just trying to get this damn achievement that I've never got before. And if we pull it off, I will probably make some kind of tutorial about it showing... I'll do it in this world, I'll tell you that. I'm not going to build this whole thing again in my tutorial world. Worst case scenario, the reactor melts because of lack of coolant. That's correct, but I should be able to see if the temperature's getting too hot. Right? Bunking up there, regular speed at this point. But I'm not as worried about the coolant. Well, it takes a while for it to get hot enough to melt the thing. So we'll see if it's going that direction. Like, again, we look over at this guy, right? It's at, the temperature is at 12 million at this point. So So, and that's barely scratching the surface of the 20 billion it can hold. So, and that's running again at 90. Oh, it's at 100 now. Okay, it was 99.9 earlier. So we are floating right at 100% efficiency on this little guy. So we need to get to that on this guy, is what we're shooting for. And we are dangerously close to seeing cheese bread. Give it to me, baby! Helium, 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 helium. Real quick, let's do this. Why not? Let's just start getting ourselves some helium. You know what I mean? I mean, just might as well, right? Void leftover. No, I don't want that on. No. And input overflow. No, we'll wait till it gets full. I can never remember which one's on which. Boy, that temperature is definitely going up faster. So is our energy. You know, as last time, the problem we had, this had only hit 85. Just literally 85. That's it. So it's already jumping over. See if this is going up or not. It is not. Okay, so I don't want that. What do I turn off that one? Stopped humming. Is that bad? That's also not filling up. Okay, well, whatever we just did hurt this. Okay. Well then. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. My wife bringing me snacks. It's a different substance. Oh, it is deuterium. There was some left in there. Didn't realize that. Thank you. Thank y'all. I forgot. I cleared it out of the inside, but I didn't realize that. There we go. That's better. Thank you. I mean, I figure I'm making it. I might as well keep it, right? I might need it for something later. Who knows? There we go. What do we got? Energy stored. Already in the hundreds of thousands. Efficiency. 0%. It's still getting up there. That's gonna take a little bit. I expect that. We'll give it a few minutes and see. So the fuels I'm using in this one are liquid hydrogen and helium-3. So we look in here. That's this one right here, which base max power is base max 303,000. It's the biggest one in here. It is, of all the combinations, it's the one that produces the most energy. So that's why we decided to do this one. So I have a looping machine in my server. Cooking ardite. I'm not sure. I don't ever use the resourceful furnace, but I can take a look at it. So as the temperature rises, so will the efficiency. As you can see, the energy is already shooting up. Again, that's what we need. We need this thing to get up very high. We need 3.333333 million. It is bunking. Temperature's rocking too, though. My goodness. Comparatively speaking, not that bad, but I mean the temperature is smidgy comparatively. But optimal temperature on this thing, this fuel is like, was that 33 million? So, you know, we've got a long way to go. We're only in the thousands at this point. So, excellent. Although we are producing a ton of power. The issue with the power production is that the flux network just can't take it as fast as these machines are making it. It just doesn't work. So And I'm running out of energy storage space. I'm going to reach a point here very soon where all of my reactors are going to stop giving me power because this thing's going to be full. And, you know, I mean, I could build another one or a big one, but that's 789 billion RF stored in here. I could turn all my reactors off and play this for the next 6 months and probably not use all the power that's in that thing. You know what I mean? It's just so much juiciness. So, the thing I was talking about earlier, the other thing we were looking at is, that's a thermal evaporation valve. Where'd it go? In here somewhere. There it is. Turbine. That's what it is. Turbine. I did at one point, but then it started then the reactors stopped pulling power completely. So, I ended up putting the plug back on because when I had the plug off, several of the components at that point were no longer able to transmit power because too much was coming into that device from one or two from the two main reactors, and everything else producing power just sat there because it still couldn't take in as much as the machine is able to take in at a given time. Hello, Gamer Moment. Good day. Welcome. So you said resourceful furnace. All right, let's take a look at resourceful furnace. It's going to take a while for that to heat up. We've got it running now. We'll check on it every few minutes. Resourceful furnace. I don't ever use this, but we'll figure it out what it's doing. Those. These. I mean, there. Buckets. There's the buckets. But now what? Need a thing on the left and the right. Oh, I need two regular furnaces. There. Those. Resourceful furnace. All right, so what are you doing with your resourceful furnace? Put up. I did clean up a little bit over here today. I moved this back here, the alloy furnace, where we were making some of that steel yesterday. Went ahead and set up in a more permanent position so I can throw two things in there when I want. I fixed up this because I was making the better glass in there. Anyways, so here we are. So, resourceful, I guess I'll need power, right? Some power on this thing. Flux point. Oh, I guess those away. Slap on the back. And on the back. What have I got over here? Black hole tank. Helium. Already had some helium. Oh, realize that. My tank's a stuff. Okay. So resourceful furnace. Let me read your comment again. Because I set up a looping machine in your Skyfactory to get essence by cooking ardite. What does this do? I've never used this. A lot of recipes. It looks like it's a regular... How do you get essence from cooking ardite? Well, we'll figure it out. Let's grab some ardite and we'll see. Okay, ardite doesn't go in here. So do you mean ardite amber? Maybe it needs to be the amber. Appears to be the amber. Right now, it's not producing any. Is this what you were melting? I'm just trying to match what you were doing. Right, this is not producing essence by melting ardite amber. Dust. I need ardite dust. All right. I did that wrong. I'd be interested to know what you're using the essence for. Just wondering. Brush some of this up here. No. Which one is it? Which pressure? You gonna work? You are. That'll give me some dust. Did I just put my remote in there? Did I just cook my remote? Oh no, I moved it up there somehow. Whoops. Here's some dust for you. All right. Still not getting any fluid. We'll give that a minute. Maybe it's just not a 100% drop. We are 1% efficiency. It's getting there. I feel like it's not getting there fast enough. We have too much coolant. We're going to take a couple more off. That one, and then see if this baby melts down. Again, I don't care if it melts down after I get the achievement. I do. It'd be nice to have it up and running where it's, you know, fully sustainable. But in worst case scenario, if it melts after I get the achievement, I can tolerate that. At this point, I don't have anywhere for the power to go. It's like I said, my power storage, ouch, I hate that, is almost completely clogged. I don't have anywhere for the power to go. Now, this could be a giant fail, or it could be good. We don't know. We will see. All right. That's all of them. I gotta have some coolant in here. It is going up slowly. I'll take it. This is probably going up, but not like visually fast enough. We will give it some time. Okay. Didn't appear to be melting yet, so that's good. What I got here? I still have absolutely no essence or experience out of this, so I'm confused by what this is supposed to be doing. Let's see here. Liquid remote, delicious. Try using cobble in the furnace. Okay. Cobblestone in there, sure. Cobblestone. All right. Cobblestone. Okay, so that gives essence. All right. So that works. So Ardite wasn't giving it to me at all. You said you were getting it, but it stopped after 3 million essence? As an odd aside, is there a reason you need 3 million essence? Like, I can't think of anything in the world that would require 3 million essence. What are you storing the essence in? Right, they said that they were getting it for Ardite. Ardite's not giving any of it to me. I'm not getting any essence for Ardite. Right, but that's a lot of experience points. There might be easier ways to do that for experience. I'm just wondering. See, coal normally gives experience. Let's see if coal will give us some essence. Oh, that's not right. I meant coal block. Coal block. Coal in. All right. Coal's worth a bunch. 50 apiece. So were you putting in Ardite dust? Ardite ingots? What is it you were putting in there? My understanding, and somebody mentioned it earlier, it's something you would cook that would give you experience. Not everything you cook gives you experience. I don't believe Ardite does. I don't have any raw Ardite. It's interesting. That means that the lasers don't pull Ardite. Interesting. Efficiency is now at 4.5% and getting toastier. But again, efficiency is going up faster than temperature, right? Because this was 0 and that was green already, and this is about catching up. I don't have any Ardite ore. The laser doesn't pull Ardite, it would seem. You were putting in Ardite dust. Ardite dust. Yeah, Ardite dust isn't giving me anything. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe you updated, your pack updated, and it used to do it, now it doesn't. But I'm not getting anything for Ardite Dust either. It does not produce. Yeah. Interesting. Yes, Ardite does not seem to produce anything. I've got this, I guess. I don't have a tank in here. I thought I saw a tank in here. What's this? Radium. It's possible. Yeah, it might have worked on an older version, and you know, stuff like that happens when packs get updated, or even individual mods sometimes. You come with me. Ooh, who's that? Hello, Patches. Good to see little Patches that. There, why'd I do that? Okay. No reason to have two tanks of the same thing. I can use that tank for something else. And let's see. That's the tritium. That's the tritium. Tritium. All right. Convenience. I mean, I want tanks of fluids, but I don't, you know, tanks I don't care about. No reason to have two of the same thing, right? Ardite's giving you disappointment. Wah, wah. That's awesome. Let's see. Remember me for a long time ago. I believe so, yes. Grimace. Hey, I got another head today, by the way. Very cool. Those aren't dropping as often as they used to. Now we've got some more black hole tanks we can use, which is cool. Oh, folder for folder. Then we're going to see what we can do with this turbine. Start building some turbine parts. I wish I knew how many turbines and things I needed, right? I did too, didn't I? Thank you. Again, luckily, tons in the tank. It's still producing it, even though I've got two reactors running off the same fluid. It's still, and I'll say that means we're only really running two machines in here, two processes, right? We've doubled the process. Takes a ton of power. Good Lord, did that take power? But definitely produces a ton of output, and that's good sauce. Efficiency, 9%. Energy. A number. I don't know what number is. It needs to be bigger. It'll get there. It'll take some time, but that's okay. Oop. Oop, left this guy here. There. All right. So what we're looking at is turbines, right? And I don't think that there's a book about nuclear craft. Oops. In nuclear craft. I don't think nuclear craft has an in-game book. I don't remember seeing one. No. I'm not seeing one. So there's not a book to learn how to do this. How long did it take for you to get a compact machine in SkyGrid? I don't think that long. A few hours of play and be able to build. I could have probably made them a little earlier. It depends on what size you want to make, right? So maximum size, which are the only ones I like to make. Why not? Need ender pearls. And ender pearls, it needs emerald, right? And you need the walls. The walls are just iron and redstone. You'll have that pretty early. If you want to make a max one, pearls are a little bit harder to get a hold of earlier game. Delicious. And once you get your emerald sapling, which is on the farming page of the advancements, you're pretty good. But yeah, a lot of times, the only thing that holds me up for making these is going to be the pearls. Because early game, there's several things I want to do with pearls. Elevator blocks. I find to be super convenient, so I like to make those early on. Cake to the end. If it wasn't Skygrid, a cake to the end. Skygrid, the end does not work. If you've not played Skygrid, don't go to the end. It'll break your game. So it really just depends on how much time and how much you want to focus, right? Like if I want to power to compact machines, I could probably get there faster. But I'm usually before I'm worried about compact machines, it's more important to me to get a simple storage system going. I want something to start maintaining things, getting my bonsais up and going, getting the saplings up and going, and getting them into a storage medium that I can use to craft whatever I want without having to run around and get it out of chests and crates and such. But if I wanted to just not worry about that, I could probably get to them faster. It kind of depends on your priority. Enderman data model works as well, and you got to find Enderman to kill, make Enderman seeds. But yeah, there's different ways to do it. Like I said, I like to I find that's the only hog that I like using. The Ender Pearl hog makes Ender Pearls relatively quickly, and I find it's better than some of the other methods. But let me phrase that. It creates them passively faster than most of the other ways that I've found. Even a mob spawner or making seeds and killing Endermen, that's not passive. You actually have to go out and do that. But to have them be your stock be growing while you're not doing it, I find the hog to be the best thing. The only hog that I like to use. So yes. Okay. I don't have any essence going. Or any I made a ton of iron today, so we've got stuff. So we were looking at turbines, right? So yep, I hit what just happened. Turbine. I've made a turbine controller because I'm assuming I'm going to need one. I assume I'm going to need everything from Nuclear Craft that says turbine. I just don't know how much of what because I don't know how to buy it. Automating a hog is not too bad at all. Send it right through a packager. It only makes one thing. It's impossible to clog it. Have it pull up like I was not doing this. But on mine, just use an upper to pick it up. Replace this with a packager and it just makes pearls straight out. And then you just have that going into your storage system or pull them out of the chest. Oh yeah, that's the one thing where you don't need an auto crafter for, because it's only got the one recipe, so it only has the one component that it farms. Yes, so here we are. We're making this. I have a controller. So here's some ports. Fluid inlet, fluid outlet. I'm assuming I'm going to need at least 2 of those, so let's do that. What's in the middle? This, steel frame. I can make a stack of it. Steel frame. All right, let's do that. Oh, it makes 4. I better make 8 then. Okay. We'll make the other one. What's this do? Make 8 of those too. I mean, I'm going to get all these things, and then we're going to figure out how they work. What's this? Dynamo coil. Copper, gold. Must be adjacent to a block of 1 rotor. Ooh, it works like the fission reactor. 1 valid magnesium dynamo. Ooh, I like that. I like the puzzle side of the fission reactor. Finding out which coolers to get optimum. That's one thing I really enjoyed about the fission reactor. Conductive, at least 1 beryllium dynamo coil. At least 1 gold. Oh, wow. So it looks like it just goes up each step. Magnesium. Did I make magnesium already? I did! 59,000 essence. Good. Glad I made that. What's that here? My beard be turning white. Yeah, here in the front. I think it's time to get rid of most of it. It's going all crazy. I don't know, but I thought about maybe just getting back to a shorter beard. Just run it something like that. Something like that, maybe. Get rid of this. I just haven't been to a haircut. I need to get a haircut, too. It's lazy. It's very lazy. But on the big scale, automating a hog cannot be compact? Yeah, it can. I've made a hog farm inside a compact machine. In fact, that's how I made my automating maximum size compact machines. Having a compact machine that was just 1 or 2 layers of straight up hogs produced a horrendous amount of pearls, to the point that it was making almost 6 times to 8 times as many pearls as I was needing. In a compact machine, you can put 6 or 7 hogs in a row, and you can have 4 rows of hogs on a single level. With all of them, since they're all hogs of that type, you can since they're all the same, you can just run them all through the same packager. They're all producing the exact same kind of truffle. So it makes it convenient to not have to worry about clogging again. But I do have one of those. Remind me later if you want. I'll flip over to my other world real quick before I end the stream. All right, I'm going to check the reactor. I know we're running back and forth to the reactor a lot, but I just want to make sure it doesn't melt down while I'm not looking. Efficiency is at 22%. The energy does not appear to be going higher. And that concerns me. 7286. Now, maybe that I need the efficiency, but I would think that this should be going up some as the efficiency is going up. Let's remember 7286. If somebody's smart enough to remember that number, I'll forget it the second I walk away. But 7286, it's not going anywhere. Or is that this? That's this. I'm looking at the wrong damn one. Ignore Draven. He's an idiot. This is the one I need to go up. Blah, 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 blah. That was the mistake I made last time. What a day. This is how much power is in this thing. Okay. So, yeah, it's getting up there. Efficiency is increasing. We're almost at 25% efficiency, so this is going up. Actually, yeah, I only need 3.3 million. We're over halfway there. Nice. We'll come back and check on it. Yeah. All right, so we're back. What are we looking at? Turbines. Turbine. Let's see here. Can you put infinitely inside compact machines? I don't know about infinitely. The deepest I've ever gone is 7. And each level had a process in it. Because you could probably go more, but the more things you put inside of them, I'm assuming is going to get harder. But I went 7 deep is the furthest I've ever gone in compact machines. So it may be possible to go further. But while I'm thinking about it, boom, kitty cam. There's Mr. Midnight. He's visiting us today. He's having a snooze on his little castle back there. Midnight. Turbine is 2 blades per block. Interesting. Hello, James Ash. Good day, good day. Yeah, I've never had a need to go deeper. Let's see. Turbine vent. Casing an inner vent to release a steam. They should be placed on the level of or above turbine's rotational complex. Aha! I don't know what that means. We'll make some of them. Oh. What do I need for that? Turbine casings? Oh, I probably need a bunch of that. What's that? Steel and osmium? Oh, I can make those all day long. I'm not worried about those. So let's make a few of those here. Sure, I'm going to need a bunch. Let's hope for the best. Yes, the best is successful. Convenience. All right, now I got a bunch of those. Whoop, not turbis. What was I making? Turbine vents. Yes, let's make some of those. That's probably important. What's this? Turbine valve. Oh, I'm sure I need a couple of those. Let's get that in there. That's the casings I just made. Turbine wall. Guess that's different than turbine casing. Okay, we'll make some of those too. Right, make a few stacks of those, right? Oh, I ran out of the things in the middle. That's a good amount, though. Transparent turbine wall. Oh, the same one, except you can see inside of it. Maybe we'll do that next time. Turbine frame. Frame, wall, and casing. Those are all, I said this the other day, those are all things that are the outside shell of something. Okay, there's a bunch of those. We'll get started with that. Steel turbine rotor blade. Okay. A few of those then. I guess need some. Again, I don't even know what this is. I don't have. Oh, what's that? Extreme alloy. I don't have one of those. I've never made extreme alloy. Tough alloy and hard. Oh, wow. Okay. Here's some stuff I need to make. This could be a process. I like that. I like it when there's something I have to put together. Tough hard carbon alloy, which is an alloy furnace, graphite, and diamond. Okay. I can do that all day. Graphite and diamond. Let's get some of that going. That's not that hard. Graphite going. Oops, grabbed an essence. That's a lot, but you know, I don't know how much of this I'm gonna need. That alloy furnace. Okay. Graphite, and what did the other one I said was diamond, right? Diamond. I don't want to use the remote. Diamond. Diamond. 18K. I got some of that too. Let's see here. Prestige mode means redoing the first tab of I don't know, about 20 times. I think I did it 4, maybe 5. And that gives you enough to get the few basic things you need to start moving forward. Sweet. All right, we're getting the hard carbon. Hard carbon. That sounds dirty. I like it. All right, back to turbines. I'm in a good mood today. I apologize. A little bit. I apologize a little. Oh, there's more. 6.6 CMC turbine rotor blade. 6.6 ceramic matrix composite. Oh my God. There's not even a recipe for that. How do you get that? No recipe. I hate that. That's just that one. And it doesn't make any sense to me. Guess no nasty calls today. I had a couple. I had someone call me racist today. Let me tell you the story. So, woman calls in. The epitome, 100% of what you would consider a Karen. White lady on the phone. Now, I'm going to apologize at the beginning for something I'm about to say. It might be bad of me that just by talking to her and hearing her voice and the way she was up, I assume she's a white lady because I can't see her. But I was 99% sure it was a white lady. But they're the only ones that whine like that. I'm sorry, it's just me. It's a thing. But when I look at the customer base and the people that escalate to us on a daily basis, based on our data, it skews 70% female. And that gets because they're the ones that handle the bills. That's not saying anything against female, but majority of our escalations are female. Or white dudes. Second biggest. But still, she came through, chat with me. She was upset that I wouldn't give her another week to pay her bill. She was 3 months behind and almost $2,000 behind on her phone bill. And I'm the bad person because I won't let her have another week after she's needed one more week 5 times and we've given her that extension. And I'm like, no, you're going to pay it today or we're going to turn it off. I've been a paying customer for 15 years. I said, no, you've been a paying customer for 14 years and 9 months. You've not paid for the last 3. And I don't want to go back, but I'm willing to bet there's a few back there we had that same problem with. He did not like the tone of my voice. Yes, this is at my job. I work in a call center for a national cell phone company. Well, as soon as I told her she couldn't have it, she goes, why? Is it because of my race? Like, I was like, ma'am, I'm looking at your file right here. It does not tell me what race you are. You know what I mean. I'm like, I don't know what you mean. I'm just saying, I feel that because of my race, but I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, do I not sound white? I think I sound white. I mean, I don't know what sounding white sounds like, but I've never had anybody ever confuse it before on the phone. But it was just odd. And I'm like, yeah, I'll be honest. This is just between you and me. When someone calls in and they go, because I'm the escalation. They get mad. They want to talk to a manager. They come to me. So if the representative comes on the line and says, hey, I've got somebody on the phone. And boy, she's screaming her head off. I'm like, okay, I know what kind of call is coming. Get it to me. Now, sometimes my employee might have been the turd. So I don't go into there automatically assume that this person's a horrible person. But I do go in with a different tone of voice. Drop my voice a little bit and I sound a bit more serious. Because most of the time they want to talk to a manager. That's what people think a manager should sound like. It's all mental, but people fall for it. So it sounded a little southern. I've lived in Tennessee now for 2/3 of my life, if not longer. 3/4 of my life I've lived in the South. So I'm Canadian actually, but I've lived in the US since I was 15. So I'm sure I have some southern accent in there. The Canadians, when I visit them, like to say so, but the people in the South think I sound Canadian. I just can't win for losing. But I drop my voice and, I'm like, thank you for calling. My name is Kirk. How may I help you? Your name, just drop it a little bit. Get a bit quieter, pull the microphone up close to your mouth. Gives that deeper sound. People think, oh, this person sounds like they've got authority. And they come at me. But I guess someday she thought I was her because of her race. And I'm like, Number one, please understand, I don't care what you look like. I don't like you because you haven't paid a bill in 3 months. And it's not that you don't pay a bill in 3 months. We'll help you with that. Don't call every week and guarantee you're going to have it next week. I'm sick with COVID. You've been sick with COVID for 6 months. Go get some medicine. 6 months you've been telling us. It doesn't work like that. What you going to do? It's just humorous. All right, so let's go check our Reactor again. Sorry, that's my tangent of the day. I'm still in a good mood, though. I had a good day. Ooh, we're up to 43%, 7286. My energy is not increasing. Oh, yeah, I did that again, didn't I? God damn, I'm an idiot. The power is... Oh, that's 3.3. Oh, my God, we're about to hit it. We're about to hit the achievement. Holy hot... I don't know about you, but I feel the same. 3.3 million. This must not be 3.3 million. Isn't that 3,300,000? Middle bottom. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Hang on. Let me click on the middle bottom. There it is! Hot damn sandwich. Wow. That's the first time I've seen that one with a blue background. I would like to rename this 8th times the charm, but still. I'm so glad this happened on stream. We have succeeded, my friends, in achieving 3.333.3333 million RF per tick. Celebratory shot. I will do that. Yeah. Oh. Before I break everything, give me a second to grab a shot glass. Don't look at my butt. Don't you do it. All right, we're celebrating. You can look at my butt a little bit. I got a spare shot glass over here. Yeah. I woke up midnight. Oh, did I, buddy? I'm sorry, Bubby. You go back to sleep. He was all cuddling with me in bed last night. He doesn't normally do that. Fireball. I'm going to do fireball, though. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the one I like, right? 3-point bunch of 3 million RF per tick. Now, with this thing, that's enough power to run the world, dude. Like, literally, that much power, ungodly. You know what I'm saying? And it's still going. Like, when we look at temperature, I'm still nowhere near being overheated. All right. Celebratory shot. Again, thank you, my friends, for being here. Well, we've finally got the last gettable achievement that I've never had before. Whew. Whew. Little punch there. And the best part was, in order to get this, I had to run a second reactor. Oh my goodness. Yes, not Rick. I just finally got this achievement that I've never been able to get before. Woo! 3+ million per tick. Maybe you can hit 6. Maybe. We're going to let it keep going. Even if it melts down at this point, I don't think it will. I think it's in good shape. So, here's the way I'm looking at this. And you tell me if you guys agree or disagree. My temperature is going up, right? 17.68, 17.69, right? But if you look at the temperature change, the number underneath of it, that's going down. The amount that the temperature is rising every tick is lower. So feasibly, that should finally get to a point that it levels to 0, and then the temperature's not going to go up anymore. Well, the fuel's maximum. I mean, that's the fuel. Fuel's max in both sections. I've got plenty of fuel. This is efficiency. That's the temperature, and that's how much power it has stored inside of it. Yeah, fuel is maxed out, and it's the best fuel that you can make for this achievement. We went through these and found the best combo possible. That's why to get the helium-3, I had to make another reactor, because the only way to get helium-3 is from a reactor. One of those damned if you do, damned if you don't situations. But yeah, the temperature, the amount that it's going up, the hotter it's getting, is less each tick. So eventually that will get to the point that it's only going up 1 or 0 per tick. And I think that's where the temperature and efficiency kind of level each other off. So that's what I'm waiting to see how that works. But right now we're at 4 million. So that is awesome. Thank you, everybody who jumped in and has given me the congratulations. I appreciate that. That is with, yes, that's helium-3 and hydrogen. That is correct. So yeah, and if we look at that, our hydrogen is still increasing. I'm still making liquid hydrogen faster. And these are both running on, I just ran right into a cactus. Both reactors are running on hydrogen. This one's also running on deuterium, where I've got more deuterium than I'll know what to do with. This is my helium-3. That number is going down. So the other reactor is using it faster than this machine is providing it. That's still not a break. It means that I would have to do something different. If I was going to run it on helium forever, I'd have to do something to crank this up a little bit higher. But yeah, this number is slowly dropping. And this one's already running at 100% efficiency. So just a thought, just a thing. If I made that a little bit bigger, maybe it wouldn't be a problem. It may produce more, but eventually this will probably run out of this fuel. It's going to take a while. How much liquid hydrogen do I have left? Let's take a look. Yeah, it'll be a while before that happens. Liquid hydrogen, currently I am sitting on 101 million millibuckets, and it's struggling between 79 and 80. So it looks like I'm almost flatlined at this point. I'm making it as fast as I'm using it. I think so. And then deuterium, I don't know what that is going up, but slowly. And I'm making all this tritium that I don't need now. And I got so much liquid diamond, 626 million of that. All of those are self-sufficient. All these, I never have to touch those again. The helium-3, that's the only one that might become a problem over time. And now I'm also producing all of this regular helium. We're already at 5 million of that. Guy's got a pretty good output. 53.6, power's at 4. Nice. All right, good deal. That's awesome. So that enters us into another situation, another conversation to have. I am going to work on this turbine thing. But I have a feeling that once we get done the turbine, I can never figure out how that works. Turbine rotor. Sure. It might be then time to switch to a different mod pack for a little while. Try something a little different. How many blades I need? I'll make that. It's time to think. I'm turbine computer port. Oh, I haven't made any of those yet. Oh, God. Ooh, turbine computer port. Used to access the turbine via open computers. Oh, God, you have to use open computers? Ew. Gross. I wonder if you have to do that. Ew. I'll make one. I won't like it. Rowdy Roddy asks, can you put your bonsai pot in a compact machine and connect it to simple storage? Yes, you could put your entire simple storage system inside a compact machine, leaving just this little bit out here. All the rest of it can be inside. Give me one moment here. Where is it at? There we go. I'm going to post something in chat. Ignore this message. Hello. There we go. That link will show you a tutorial on how to put your entire simple storage system inside of a compact machine. Actually, I have a tutorial on that one. Let's see. Have you ever made a mechanism turbine? There's a mechanism turbine too? Then no. I didn't even know this turbine was here until someone asked me to see if I could do it. Oh, Bioxman. Hi, I'm not able to stay, but I thought I'd say hi. Appreciate that. Thanks for coming by. And hello, Hydra. Trying to take over. Yeah, so yeah, for that you would use the same cables you normally do, right? So you're just going to run the same cables in through and out through a tunnel, and you're just going to have your filing cabinets inside and then connected to these. Not too bad. Like I said, I've done it before. The only thing to be aware of is make sure you put that compact machine in a safe place, because if a creeper sneaks over and blows that up, you lose everything. So make sure you've got it somewhere where it's not going to be damaged, maybe in a little room of its own, surround it in obsidian or something that's going to protect it. All right, so we will look at that one next. All right, so here we have this thing. Now, somebody mentioned that they thought that there was a book in Nuclear Craft. Now, I did not see a book, but maybe I just didn't see it. So let me take a moment to look again, because I've never seen a Nuclear Craft book in here. I looked earlier today, too. What's this? Wasteland Earth. I've never... Makes sense with nuclear. See, what do we got up here? Magnesium. Hey, what's this? What use that for? Hang on, I'm interested. I know. We'll find out later. Okay. Ooh, that's a tiny little pile of lead dust. Those are all fuels. That lithium ion cell looks like a chocolate bar. Oh, there's the chocolate bar. Right. Buckets, a couple music discs. Yeah, I don't see any books at all. It's also use a multi-block to run another multi-block. Make a tutorial, you should make a smaller reactor in one of the quadrants of the larger. That'd be funny. You could probably do that too. Make a small one right in the middle of there. That'd be hilarious. Let's see. Hydra says, I've been watching your tutorial vids and they have been really helping me out with Skyfactory 4. Excellent. Well, thank you for coming by and saying so. I'm happy to be able to help. And I appreciate that. Thank you. It is always nice to know that they're still helping folks. I keep putting them out and people keep watching them, so I appreciate that. And by the way, I should say thank you all for coming by. If you're having a good time today, it would be awesome if you'd consider hitting the like button. It really does help out the channel, and it's something easy to do. If you wouldn't mind, that'd be great. But if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. For some reason, my YouTube is not showing the stream. Give me one moment while I reload. Roll. Back in there. There it is. For some reason, it hadn't refreshed. Okay, I'm back. Excellent. Thank you, Hydra. I appreciate that. All right, so we have pretty much everything you need. I mean, I bought all the stuff. What I'm looking for? Turbine, not rotor. I've made all the turbine stuff. I just don't know how to put it together. And I can't find any in-game guide on how to do that. I do have a couple videos that were sent to me, but I don't want to sit here and watch a 25-minute video while you're watching me. That's boring for you guys. So I've got all this stuff, but maybe we may have to make it next time. Interesting. Gridmus says, your tutorials helped me. There was one that wasn't what I needed, but it helped me think and figure out how to do something. Excellent. There you go. They're meant to be stepping blocks, right? They're to try to introduce and start new ideas and concepts. When I build some of these things, especially if it's something that's introduction to, I have a lot of those. It's not meant to be the end-all, see-all. It's meant to be, here's to get you started so you can use your mind and go crazy with that. People come up with some great stuff. Maximus Smith says, yeah, I use your tutorials all the time. I was working so long on my Skyfactory world, my hand is hurting. I have been there, buddy. That I understand. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. All right. So, oh, yeah, I don't know if I told you guys. I put a solar system up here. That's a space. The final frontier. You can bone meal to get flowers. Yes, early on, that's definitely the way to go. And then as soon as you can, make dye seeds. Even if you can only make one. They're great. All right, let's see. What else have we got? Well, you know what? There was something else yesterday we wanted to look at in the Twilight Forest. I want to say We were going to go see if we could find where slate is, because I said you could find slate. Hang on. If we're going to the Twilight Forest, I'm bringing my gun. I do the Twilight Forest here for a minute. Where's that Twilight? Or is it Lost Cities? It's Lost Cities. Let's go there first. That fireball shot was tasty. For those who are wondering, I did a celebratory shot today. Normally, if somebody joins the YouTube membership program on my channel, if you'd like to find information on that, just click the join button. It'll tell you all about it. Or if someone super chats, super stickers, or donates $10 to the link below, you get to pick a shot. I have currently Fireball and Jägermeister, which is basically liquid death. It's like a little shot of ass, and it's not good. But I'll do it. See what else we got in here. So I was wanting to see if we could find slate, right? Is that slate? What is that? Awfully smooth. What is that? Cyan terracotta. Well, let's see if we can find some slate. That's slate. There it is. Yep, slate is in fact, yes, easily found. Yes, you can dig up slate. Someone was asking about how to make slate seed yesterday. Picking up some, oops, give me that back. No, give me that back. That's more important. Damn. Oh yeah, I forgot. That remote doesn't work. What am I doing? And dye essence. Dye essence, yeah. Dye essence is good. Like I said, the essence from the dye seeds are the boss. Am I Australian? No, I'm Canadian. If you're asking me. Canadian, but I live in the United States. Hey, I should have brought my swab. Oh, we wanted to get one of those guys with the swab. I forgot about that. Oh, let's go do that. Let's go do that. Boy, I sure hope I made a waypoint. I did. Hang on, I go get my swab so we can go ahead and swab that guy. Well, that was you about the seeds. Gotcha. Someone whose name looks like a apostrophe. Want to play Minecraft? My laptop is practically running on fumes nowadays. Want to buy a new one in fumes? Hey, understandable. It can be frustrating when you're trying to play a game and the PC just can't handle it. Where's my swab? All right, we're going to go swab that deck, and then we're going to make a chicken, and we're going to blow it up, and then I'm going to have a way to get heads. I hate that. Yeah, it was Lost Cities. We're going to go swab these guys. I need to swab a dude. Yee-hee! All right, where are you at? There's two guys over here. Where'd you go? Damn it. Hiding from me. They know I'm going to swab them. I'm here for the anal probing. Where are you? Somewhere down. You hiding downstairs? Nobody there. Nobody anywhere. Where'd they all go? They know what's coming. Stop. Resisting. Maybe they went inside the big building. Sheep! Sorry. Anti-sheep today. I have a gun too. I win. Oh, that's a robot. Yeah, they despawned, but we should get some more. Come on, wear off. I gotta turn that off. That's getting on my nerves. There's gotta be one in here somewhere. There could have been 3 a minute ago and none now. That doesn't make any sense. That's against science. Not how science works. Who's out here breaking the rules of science? Oh, I haven't one of those yet. Take those. Science there. Damn it! Fall down here? They did not. That's the hole that I made. All right, we have to find another. It's getting nighttime. They'll start spawning soon. Where's a tube? Find a tube. I'm flying around so fast it's hurting my eyeballs. There are no tubes connecting this one? That's strange. Oh, there's a tube. We'll take that tube. Maybe there's some over here. Once it gets nighttime, they'll be everywhere. Ugh. I'm going to swab. Where is... Guys are denying science! We'll take this on the ground floor. We're going up. Take on this building. Doors that just appeared. Gotta be somebody around here. Wants a swabbing. Hole in the wall. That's not gonna... Swabs over there. Ooh, look at these cool little tables. I like tables. I like when people use blocks in different ways. Zombar! Sorry. Could not be allowed to live. Oh, stop shooting me! Hate that shield. Note to self, remember to turn off shield when I get home. Or figure out how to turn off shield. Oh, you know what? I don't think I have one of those. Hello, Ancient One! That sounds insulting. I did not mean to imply you are old. What's in here? I got one of those. I'll take that. I don't have one of those yet. Chocolate! Alright, chocolate sounds good. Make us some more s'mores when you least expect it. Nothing there. Where are all the monsters? You need to give them a whooping. Southern talk for a whooping. Ooh, I'll take your orb. I'll take your record. Okay. Looking for, you know, grab things I don't normally see. Here. Crafting table. Ooh, another chest. I don't think I have any horse armor, enderwing, mystery folder. Mystery folders always suck. Wow. 7 clay. But I guess if you were to start on this world, that could be useful. There. Hey, Ember King, how goes it? Welcome. I'm walking around trying to swab a dude, and they won't spawn. It's actually kind of insulting, really. Oh, I don't think I was in this side. I didn't see any of these. Over there? Okay. Elevator. Gotta be somebody or something around here. There we go. Ooh, ender seeds. I don't have an automatic torch either. I already have one of those other things. That's good. That's good. Essence I don't need. Potato seeds, arrows. Let's get rid of the stuff I don't need. Don't need that bone. Today we just got a pretty big achievement. We got the only achievement I'd never got before, which was the 3,333,333 RF in one tick reactor, fusion reactor. So that was pretty cool. It was what we've been working on here lately. There's not a single mob in this entire world. Again, I think it's something to do with SkyGrid, because there's just been less mobs since it started. Those are some nice blocks of quartz. I just didn't feel like walking around again. Actually, I could just go. That'd be easier. The JEI, yeah, I was doing the JEI thing. I did that for a while, and then people got bored of watching it and asked me to stop. So I was like, okay, I'll do something else. So we did a couple other Minecraft games and goals. Had some fun with that. Different packs. I did some Sky Magic Islands, and we did some Halloween stuff for Halloween. Then I came back to this, but here in a little bit, not today, but here in the next week or so, I'll probably be switching to a different pack. And then when that happens, if all goes well, I'm not sure which one yet. We talked about Insane Craft. How long until night? I have absolutely no idea. I have night vision on, so even when it gets dark, I'm going to be able to see. It looks like the sun's going down over there. Hard to tell. I have night vision. Oh, you know what? I need a cave. I should look for a cave. Let's do that. Cave around. I have not. I don't want to say I haven't. I kind of did. But in a slightly different pack. I just didn't like the sieving. That was in the one I was in. I haven't tried it in Skyfactory 4. I will probably come back to Skyfactory. Hello, my brother. I'll come back to Skyfactory 4 again because I like it so much. But it is nice to every so often do something a little different. All right, nobody to swab over here. Heck, there's a couple caves over here. More likely to spawn. Really, I think it'd be nighttime. And that one. There we go. I knew I saw some lava. No, creepers. What is that? Oh, am I carrying torches? Oh, there must have been some in there already. Stop hitting me. That's a dead end. Oh, I thought that was chocolate for a minute. I was like, whoa, chocolate. But no, it was gray terracotta. Once again, I've been teased with the thought of chocolate. There's floating lava. That's frustrating. There, no. Well, dang it. They were everywhere when I didn't have a swab. Normally at nighttime, they fill up these windows. All I'm getting are creepers. SevTech. I want to say I tried SevTech. I want to say I didn't like it. I don't remember. I can't say if that's one for sure, but I know one thing that I do struggle with is when a mod pack takes processes and makes them harder for no reason. And I'm not sure that's one of them, but I'm saying that's something that turns me off about a lot of mod packs, is that you'll find something as simple as making clay balls. Now I have to get a rock and hit and drop it on top of it while standing on one foot and wearing a hat to the side. Like I just want clay, man. Let me put it in the crafting table and have clay. And that was one of the big issues I had with lava block or volcano block. I really struggled with that pack because every basic process of Minecraft was there he is was drastically made much more difficult than it needed to be. There we are. Swabbed his deck. Yes, that's code. Excellent. I have a swab. That's what we're for. Let me out. I just want to be free. I want to break free. Oh, yeah, I forgot I could just teleport. All right, now we're going to go blow up a chicken. I'm going to need a chicken. How are things going? Well, Ancient One, and yourself? Want to break free. Love Queen. All right. Put all this stuff away. Put my gun back. I don't carry it unless I need to, you know. Tough guy like that. All right. So, we're going to be doing this achievement. Not because I really want the achievement, but because I want the egg. Chicken feed from seeds, a swab with DNA, and a bucket of experience. Okay. We'll get a bucket of experience. I don't think I can hit that with a bucket. I can! Convenience. Need some seeds. Here, some of my 474,000 seeds, which I didn't realize I had. Chicken feed! Excellent. Now I need chicken seed. Chicken seed. And some bony bone meal. All right. That was not enough bone meal. That wasn't even close to enough bone meal. MC External. It's hard to say. I tried a bunch of packs early on in streaming, but it was before I had this PC, and some of those packs I just couldn't get to run. What's up, you? Oh, you got to be an adult? I got the wrong remote on me. Here, come here, chicken. Grow up so I can explode you. But it may have been, some of them I ran early on, and so my PC had a hard time running them back in the... That's all that. Switch my... Grow up, chicken! Chicken! Yay! I didn't get the music, though. Whole box of Girl Scout cookies. The question is, which kind of Girl Scout cookies, my friend? Which kind? That means everything. All right, now if I remember correctly, I just got a smack spawn human on... I'm sure I've got... Let's see what we got in here. Wither Skeleton, Guardian Pig. Looking for something I got doubles of. Chicken? Yeah, it is. I got 2 Guardians. Excellent. Chocolate, coconut ones. Those ones are delicious. You've chosen wisely. Excellent. Thin mints are also good. Samoas. I think that might be the one you're talking about. You. Turn into a human spawner. Yes. Yeah. Oh, I need the other things. Hold on. Yes. That. All the way up. There for a minute. Woohoo! 10 of each, and they're lunatics. Hey, cookies are good, man. My wife is... I don't need a lot of Girl Scout cookies. I don't need a lot of cookies. But when I do, I drink Dos Equis. I'm just kidding. Cannot say that I am, in fact, a drinker of Dos Equis. I don't need that chicken seed. All right. Need some clocks, and I need some sugar. Clocks are easy to get. Who wants to give me some sugar? I'm an idiot. All right, sugar. Sugar indeed. Sugar indeed. There we go. Samoa's the chocolate, caramel, and coconut. Yeah, those are good sauce. Those are probably my favorite. Followed by Thin Mint, which are also good. Monster Spawner Jared. And I'm hoping it doesn't just keep making the same human. Oh, no, it's showing different ones. Good sauce. Good. Ooh. Get up there. I want to look. What are we at here? Get that down. Oops. Why you got so many clocks? Oh, I'm lowering the maximum delay. By feeding clocks into it, it'll drop the delay on the spawns. I want the spawns to spawn faster. There we go. 0 spawn delay. Now, sugar will lower the minimum delay. So basically, it'll just keep spawning them pretty much nonstop. Now is a piece. Ouch! I need a piece of cobblestone to close that up. Cobblestone. Blocks away. Nice outfit, buddy. Oh, there it is. Excellent. So now, you can see, it should be raining men. It's raining men. It's raining men. There they are. Not only will that definitely increase the amount of experience that I'm getting, which is cool. Actually. Crap, I forgot about my item collector. Have a cable real quick. Cable. Oh, there it is. Now I'll put that in there. All right. Bionic Fan asks a very good question. March 1st of this year, it will be 12 years since I've drank even a drop of soda. I gave up sodas 12 years ago on March the 1st, 2011. Oh, did that move the kitty cam? No, it's good. So, yeah, I just don't do that. Foul. Anything. But when I did drink soda, Surge was my favorite drink. I lived on it for years. Whenever I didn't have Surge, probably root beer and ginger ale. Canada Dry, representing the old country, were probably my favorite. But yes, you don't like PB&J sandwiches? I got to be in the mood. Well, efficiency's still rocking. Temperature's still not bad. We're at 5.5 million RF per tick at this point. So yeah, good times. All right. So I tried looking up a guide for how to build a turbine. I mean, just tried to look it up in the wiki and stuff. There is, I guess, one of the nuclear craft devs that created a tutorial that's overwhelmingly detailed and highly rated. It's just an hour and a half long. And so I can't watch that while we're just, I don't want you to watch me watch somebody else. So I'm concerned that we may not be able to do that today. I may have to do some serious research on it. Nuclear craft turbine only pulls up an hour and 20 long. And all the guides I found talk about the parts, but don't actually tell you how to put them together, right? So there's that. It feels like 5 years ago. It was a while. It's before I met my wife. Canada Dry's favorite ginger ale. Excellent. Hey, we got a 20 like hype going. Hey, that's awesome. Thank you all very much for clicking like. I appreciate that. I want to say the most amount of likes I've ever got in a video, in a stream, was like 47. I don't think I've ever hit 50 likes in a stream before. I mean, I've hit 50 over time. People gone back and watched stuff later, but during an actual stream. Montreal. Good day, sir. My Canadian brethren. The old country. Ah, the motherland. I want to remember you fondly. Oh, goodness. All right, so let's see. We get stuck and stop and watch my vids. Well, I appreciate that. Sometimes when I get stuck, I stop and watch my vids. That happens where sometimes I'm like, man, I forget how to do this. Maybe I can find a guide online and mine comes up. And I'm like, I don't even remember making that one. I don't remember how I did it either. Watching a video that you have no memory of. I promise I wasn't drinking much. Okay, so there's that one. And we said there's a mechanism one as well. There's a mechanism turbine. Let's see what that one looks like. Basic induction provider. That's for the induction stuff. We already know about that. I don't remember seeing, I'm not saying it's not. I just don't remember seeing one. Oh, turbine rotor. Yep, sure enough, there's some turbine stuff. Is there a mechanism book? I want to say I checked that last time and there's not a mechanism book. The anchor upgrade. Oh, right. Chunk loading. Network reader, walkie-talkie, book or guide. Mechanism or nuclear craft. There's just so much involved with them, and I understand that. Let's see. New Adventureland cookies. Oh, that one I don't know. Cackles you walk in live stream. Welcome, Tyler. Reminds of the people with Alzheimer's who talk about someone and not realize they're right in front of them. Oh, yeah. Yeah. My grandpa has a bit of Alzheimer's. Sometimes I find as I'm getting older that I sound more and more like him, which worries me a little bit. Not that he's a bad dude. My grandpa's fucking kick ass. My grandpa, I'm going to tell you some awesome stories about my grandpa. You guys have opened up the door to grandpa stories. Grandpa story. So, my grandpa was a Canadian lumberjack. True story. My grandpa His father, my great-grandpa, passed away when he was 11, and he dropped out of 6th grade to go work in a wood mill to be able to make money to support his mom and 2 sisters. So he was straight up a Canadian lumberjack for years. And my entire life, he's also cheap as hell. He is a thrifty dude. And so even though they had like propane tanks to run heating systems in the winter, my grandpa would spend all year cutting down trees and chopping up the wood. Because they owned at the time like several hundred acres of forest and swampland that I used to play in and go all up. I had forts and stuff all up in there growing up as a kid. And he would just go out and cut wood. We'd go with him, and he'd push us around in the wheelbarrow and such, and then we'd help him load the wood up and help him stack it up. And not only would there just be stacks upon stacks of it in the outside yard, but the basement would be so full you'd have to inch sideways to get through it all. By the end of the year, all the wood would be gone. By the end of winter, right? So he would just totally cut wood, and it was always fun to get pushed around in the wheelbarrow, and he'd race you and stuff like that. My little sister and I would do that all the time. It was great. But my grandpa was one of those guys who dropped out of school when he was 6th grade, but he had a really good business mind. So he would buy a business, get it up and working, like a small restaurant or a gas station, and then he would make my mom and her 4 siblings run it while he was off doing his regular job. You know, they were teenagers and stuff. And then it would get popular. He'd sell it for way more than what he got it for. So we kept turning that stuff around. But it was, it was an interesting thing. It was an interesting thing. Getting to chill with Grandpa. I haven't been up there in years at this point, so I haven't seen it. But I chat once in a while. Let's see. Everyone call her Pop Pops and tell them they're amazing. Hell yeah, call your grandpa. I'm all about that. Worked the railroad. Excellent. My grandparents had a railroad running through their house. You always had to be careful. Not their house. What a stupid thing to say. Through their property. They did not have a railway, but you spend the night over there. And when I was younger, I remember being woken up by the train. And as you got older, you just slip right through it, right? All right. Start with hello. That's a good call. All right. So we were looking at turbines, and I, for the love of me, have no idea how to figure them out without watching some serious tutorial or information. So, what else can we work on today? I mean, I got like 2 hours left in the stream, man. And we've already hit I thought this was going to take way longer to charge up. I am about to hit 6 million RF per tick. And I'm still not at 100% efficiency. But the temperature is like, remember earlier I was talking about how the temperature is each tick less and less going up? At that time, it was around 24, 25,000. Now it's 14,000. It will reach a point where it's not going to go up anymore. And that's awesome. Lived in Ukraine. Him and your grandma and the kids went to America with pillows for each of them. They're doing great. That's awesome. Hey, man, people back in the day knew how to survive. Could survive. All right. So, I'd like to see that hit 6 million. What else? I want to say there was one other thing I want on my list. Let's check the list here. I see. That's for. Oh, there's lag there. Compact flux. Compact flux did not work. User didn't work. Turbine we're working on. Information screen's good. Big stupid reactor. I can click that one off the list. Actually, let me. All right, let's see here. Things good. Controller was done. Compact flux didn't work. Turbine, I'm still working on. Information screen. We made one of those. I made the HSLA steel. Have I made a glass city underwater yet? What a great question. One of the very, very first videos that I ever made was an underwater base tour. This is an old video. In fact, I filmed it originally and put it on my other YouTube channel before this channel even existed. And I'd made a big underwater dome But for any of you who might be interested in seeing that, it's on the channel. There's the link to it. You don't have to watch it now, but if you're interested, I made that in survival on a regular vanilla world that I recall. Yes, I was before I started playing with Modpacks. Terry's correct. Yeah, downloading and booting them up and stuff unfortunately takes a little while. But we have a couple things we could look at here. So I want to see this hit 6 million. But when this hits 6 million, we do have a couple things we could look at. I could give you guys some Skyfactory tours of some of the previous worlds that I had in Skyfactory 4. I've still got a couple of them saved. But only 15 minutes, I'm going to come. Hey, no problem, Sky. Welcome, sir. 79. We're at over 6 million. 6 million RF per tick. I bet my power storage is completely drained at this point. Or full. Yep. I can 819 billion RF is stored in this system. My goodness. My goodness. There is a lot of stuff. Oh, Tyler's got a question about D&D. Show all the stuff from the Draven's Fly High world. I have a couple hidden things in there. I never got to finish it all. I had some problems with the world. I had to pull a backup on it. Lost a couple things. Yeah, hit me with your D&D second edition question. You know I love D&D, man. D&D just like this. I'll talk about those all day. Why do I have some... Oh, that's right. I made a whole bunch of electrolytic separators. A whole bunch of... Time to scrap these. They're taking up too much space. There we go. I want to say there was something. I have not made a portal gun in this. And practical logistics just scares me. That and open computers. It's just mods that are too smart for me, I think. Right now. This. Glowing mushroom. That's for. Oh yeah, I did want to try to soup up one of my weapons and stuff with some enchantments. Forgotten about that. Wanted to put some charms in them and stuff. My very first Skyfactory 4 world, I do not. Unfortunately, that was on my old PC, and when it crashed, I lost all that old stuff. But I've got at least 2 of the playthroughs. I have the Project E one that I did, and then I have, and that one was probably one of my favorite playthroughs, just because that was when New Year's of 2020 to 21 happened, and we built a special thing for New Year's, and the community donated and got me drunk as hell. And we had a big New Year's celebration. Oh, you know what I haven't made yet this game? Oh my god, I can't believe I haven't made it. I haven't made my walrus yet. Oh, I need fishes! The walrus is one of my favorite blocks in this game. I don't have enough. I need another fish. Hold on. Who makes fishes? Fabricate. Who's that? Twilight, dark matter, guardian matter. Hold on, I need fish. Raven needs fish. The most important thing I've ever done in my life. Guardian. Which one's Guardian? Blaze. Robot. Slime. Ghast. Hey, I don't have any... I haven't put that one in anything, okay? Slurring words. So, there have been a few streams where I've been lightly or mildly intoxicated. I don't know about the slurring. I don't appreciate what you're saying. Let me grab some polymer real quick. I need fish. Can't believe I forgot my walrus. He's my favorite part of Skyfactory. Give me a pristine, damn it. Let's see. But yeah, if you guys want, we could do some tours of the previous Skyfactory run-throughs. Got here in a little bit. What do you mean, failed? What is a Glabrezu in 2nd edition? I have a player who has a dagger with a Glabrezu in it who speaks Seeds of Revolution. Excellent question. It's a type of demon. How about... Ah! 2nd edition Master Manual. Never more than a couple steps away. Just like blades. I'm never that far away from something sharp. You never know. Spelling on that again. So Grabazoo is a type of something else. Let me find. Where you at? Where you at? See, it's part of it. Oh, we got there. Hey, Sky, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's awfully nice of you. Thank you. That's awfully nice. Thank you. Oh, main reason you play Modpack. Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying them. That's the important part, right? All right, so it's not in here. It's not in the. It's a subclass of something else, which is why it's not pulling up for me. I don't think it's a Tanari. I think it's the other one. Bear with me, guys. I promise. I love questions like this. And it's going to kill me if I don't figure it out. No, it's not an ooze. I like Anthrope. Botazoo? It's not a Botazoo. Let's see. Let me find out what page it's on. I haven't used one of those in forever. Got some of these things loaded online, so I'm hoping I can see it. Yeah, it's a demon. Commonly found in Forgotten Realms. Edition. Couldn't just give me the picture. It's a Tanari. Yeah. So it's a form of Tanari demon. Baylor, Marilith. That's what it is. So Glabrazoo themselves aren't in the original 2nd edition Monster Manual. They're in one of the appendixes, which is why I'm not seeing it. But it's a form of Tanari. So if you're familiar with any of those, they're one of the 3 main factions of Hell in 2nd edition, or at least in a lot of D&D worlds, depending on which world Forgotten Realms Dragonlance you're set in. But Tanari is probably one of the more common ones that people are used to knowing. Botazoo is the other one, is the other main one. There's a smaller 3rd faction I'm forgetting right now. But most people know Tanari or Botazoo. The Pit Fiend is the Botazoo most people are familiar with. But I like Tanari a lot. They look a little bit more human-like with some of the wings and demonic features and things. Sorry, I went on a tangent there. I'm sorry if I missed chat. Kind of the way you do. So how would you play an insane demon? Ooh. I could fish. Has it not given me any yet? Oh, God, it would have went in here. Oh, I'm about to feel stupid. Oh, I had 200 of them already. Okay, that's my fault. Pay no attention to it. Give me fishies. Fishies! Okay. Yes. How would I play them? That's interesting. You say is he trapped in there, or is he communicating with him through there? That's a little different. If he's trapped, and the character is a positive person, like a good class. Sky, thank you very much. Hey, have yourself a great night as well, buddy. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support, pal. Have yourself a great one. He's trapped. Okay. Does he know what it is inside the dagger? If he doesn't, then I would play it off that it's not a demon, but something positive that needs his help to get out while it's manipulating him. It could be a whole reason to go on a story, to gather things or find something that has him trapped in there to get him out at the end. And then that would poise your hero group to have to fight him when he comes out. He'd be in a weakened state because he just came out, depending on how strong they are. So if they're high level, then he had to fight a demon. If they're kind of low to mid, they fight a slightly weaker demon. And by most D&D standards, you can't kill a demon. When you defeat a demon, it just sends it home. And then it's trapped and it can't come out for like 100 years kind of thing. There's loopholes, of course. Forgotten Realms dabbled with that a whole lot. So it would, using that as a way to manipulate him to help it get out, make him think that it's a good thing trapped in there and he needs help out. Maybe there's a reward or something of that nature. Hey, later, Grimace. Have a great one. Thanks for hanging with us. Would be a cool idea. Then they have to fight it. And then if they defeat it, now there's a demon in hell that hates you for beating it. And so it may have other minions and things that it may send after you at certain times, because the only way to get one of the only loopholes is if you die, that banishment is gone. It's voided. So it may send other things or try to, maybe spies or something like that. Oh, you're saying goodbye to Sky. Okay. Gotcha. Sorry. But that'd be a turn I'd like to do with it. Make it, like I said, make it seem like it's a good thing. Maybe it was a creature that can polymorph, right? Make it some type of positive thing. Make it even angelic if you'd like. Flip it around completely. It was an angelic spirit that was trapped inside the dagger while fighting demon. So I was thinking he thinks it's a cute creature and grows with each kill, seeding more and more revolution. Sure, that can work. Cute creature, that's funny. Or you could make it romantic. Make it like it's a dryad type female spirit that plays on love while it's like a dude the whole time, a dude demon, or most of the demons are androgynous, but a demon always playing on that type of thing, only to at the end break his heart and make him fight him. Breaking hearts is fun. All right, let's go check this guy again, and then we'll spend a little time reviewing. Ooh, that's at 85%. 6.5 million RF. And look at that temperature. It's leveling off. Oh, I love it. Well, it's crazy to think that all the times I've had problems with this, how in the end, how easy it was to do it. One of the key things, I think, was switching to the molten diamond. Because I had problems with cooling water with this thing. So, ain't that 6.5 thousand? No. It's 6,541,000. So it's this many plus 3 zeros. So it's 6,546,000. Just like if that just said 1 KRF, it'd be 1,000. What else we got in here? Breaking Heart finds the best answer. Oh yeah, breaking hearts, man. I mean, especially if he scorns someone else for that one, and then at the end realizes the real one was the one that he should have been with the whole time, and now he's got to go on a quest to try to get her or win her back. Whole love triangle thing with a dagger with a demon in it. Sounds like a blast. Measure DM says, you go on an adventure to get gold to pay for your debt. You find a gold chest. Will go, okay, guys, adventure over. Walk back home. Yeah, I have a lot of really corny D&D jokes that I like to use. One of my favorites is, like, we go in the room. What do we see? I'm like, you see a chest. I open it. She slaps you. But there's a trunk on the floor with gold in it. Just corny things like this. It's like, we go into town. What do we see? An inn. We go in. In the inn or in the out? In the inn, but not in the out. No, but are you going to go out of the inn? We want to go out of the... And I'll just get them all twisted up. It's just, again, little things that entertain Draven. All right, you guys want a tour of some previous Skyfactory 4 builds, including one that I've never shown on stream before. Nothing big, but it could be fun. Let me back out of here. We're going to back out, and we're going to take a look at a couple things. And hopefully you'll be slightly entertained. And there may be questions. You want me to show you any of that stuff? I can do that. Let's go in here. First of all, it's the world where I film my tutorials. So, yeah. My DM decided last night, everything he planned and derailed the session. Instead of shopping episode, he was like, people trying to arrest you. Ew. Can be good or bad. So here we are. This is the tutorial world that I film my tutorials on. I use this same design in Skyfactory 3. The lighting on the bottom's a little different. This is the source block. This is where the first tree was. I always leave that as the middle. Sometimes people ask, sometimes they don't. I've been using this one since I got the new PC. So if you watch some of my older tutorials, may look slightly different, just in size because I've changed it. I have a glass. I've got glass overhead with a bunch of lanterns on it, so that way I stopped getting rain on me during streams. Some of my earlier, tutorials. In some of my early tutorials, you'll notice it'll rain, and then I go into creative real quick and turn that off, or change the weather, or make it day or night. So I got tired of doing that, so I just put this giant glass thing up there, so it's big enough that even if it's raining, you can't see it. The rain is outside the field of vision. And then on the back, I keep a list of different things I'm working on. And then a lot of times down here is where I'll make the thumbnail. So I'll come down here and, set the block, catch it here, and then, capture the background or the size I want it. Maybe I want to put it on an angle or something. And that's just a place for me to stand to center myself up so it's even. Underneath is not much. The old one I had underneath was very different. It was actually had a room underneath of it. Until the glass rains on you, said rain. That could happen. Let's see. I do have Project E accessible on this one because I did some Project E tutorials. These are just different things I've used during different tutorials that I hung on to in case I need them later. Got a mad scientist, stuff like that. I use zombie eggs a lot. So since I'm in creative, I drop that down. I actually don't lose my zombie egg, right? That's got a zombie hanging out. This chest I just put down from the last one. Luckily with compact chests, I can just keep making. I don't have to make them each time because in creative it'll just make a duplicate of it. But yeah, I thought, will you burn? I have a creative battery. I used to do a lot of my tutorials over here in the side. If you see me come in, I did that because I didn't want you to see pre-built stuff behind me. And so I had a battery over here. Recently I moved it over here just so it's a bit more central. I think it looks a little better in the long run. But yeah, that's where I build tutorials. That's a quick one, but I've never ever pulled that up on stream before that I could think of, so I thought I would quick glimpse. Cool. Yeah, familiar? Yeah, I've spent a lot of time in this little space. Usually I break down a tutorial before I save it and then go start to editing. So the one I did last time was, what was my last one I just did? Hell, I don't even remember. Oh, right, yeah, the mob duplicator. So I had that built behind me, and then I take it all down, take the stuff out of the picture frame, break the signs, so that way, when I'm ready to film the next one, I'm ready to just go. So, this is where all the magic happens, kids. All right, let's jump into here. So, SkyGrid is what we were just doing. We have two. We have the Skyfactory 4 challenges, and then Here We Go Again. Skyfactory 4 challenge was the last one. We'll take a look at Here We Go Again first, because this is where the one that was, I think, Draven up high or Draven gets high. I had to be careful to word it in a way that it wouldn't get hit for, like, adult content. Gets high, people would get crazy. Somebody would complain. Hope it wasn't you. Whoop. Oh yeah. So this is the one we built for my Project E world. So we'll take a look around there. Again, you'll notice some of my stuff is relatively the same. This one is Project E, so it flies high. That's what it was. Thank you, Rexy. So you're gonna notice a lot of these. Watch the flowing time. So that's just because it's speeding up processes for me. Watch the flowing time makes things go faster. Let's see. How long do you work for these tutorials? Just depends on the tutorial. Sometimes I have to, before I film it, I build everything once to make sure it works and I know how I want it to look. Then I break it all down, put all the components I need in the chest, put everything up on the walls, if you will, the patterns and the recipes. I usually film it at least twice. Just in case I go back and I'm like, I liked this part of that one, I can edit them together. But usually I end up liking one more than the other, and I don't have to do a lot of editing in the actual of the actual set tutorial. Then I have to upload it to my program. I use HitFilm is the editing program that I use. And I have templates there, which already have a lot of stuff like the end credits and things. It's just a matter of cutting up the regular tutorials, putting the beginning and ending on, putting things on. Remember to like and subscribe, my Twitch channel, all that kind of stuff. Just make sure it pops up in the right spot on the right timeline. Then I save it. Then I have to export it and then upload it to YouTube. And the longer it is, the longer it takes to upload. That's usually the longest period of time, is uploading it to YouTube. But sometimes I can knock one out, just the filming of it, in 10-15 minutes. It's a 5-minute tutorial and it doesn't have a lot of components. And then I've had some of the bigger ones. If they involve like a compact machine, I have to build a farm or something to go inside of it. It may take 30 minutes to an hour to build all the pre-stuff ahead of time. Like a lot of times you'll notice sometimes there's a farm behind me. I got to go build that farm for that tutorial with sprinklers and all that stuff, get the farm going. And so do all that, film it, and break it all off at the end and cut rid of it so it's not there for the next tutorial. All right, flies high just like you. Show the map. Okay. That's not the map. That's the map. Raven flies high. So, this one had a bit of a... I kind of look like, in my mind, like a spider pattern. Kind of like a bug, or a guitar even. But what I did is I went up and down, up and down. Each section was for its own specific thing. So I got, obviously, up here is my Tinkers section. And then down here was my Matter Overdrive. I did not become an Andrew in this playthrough. Android. This was my Mistcraft area over here. That's all my cakes. Down here is where my fishing stuff was. Up here was... Oh yeah, we're definitely going to get to that too, Rexy. These are all just some of the basic components like you see I have set up now. This is before I came up with that design. Like now where there's the machine chest on the end and it automatically goes in. I've kind of streamlined this a little bit. Let's see. Here was one of the last things I did in here. And that's when we were learning how to automate wax and honey. Oh, there's that stuff. My red guitar's in there. And this is where we automated crystal amber. So just like, in the streams we do now, people say, hey, how do you do this? I'm like, I don't know. Let's figure it out. We figure it out, and then I make it a tutorial. Let's see here. Gotta say, man, your streams are some of the most relaxing. Well, I appreciate that. The trophy room? Oh, you guys will see the trophy room in a minute. I'm going to show that last, because I'm proud of that. So then, of course, we have over here my same traditional mob farm that I normally do. This one's 3 sides instead of just 2, like in the world we were doing now. Over here is where I do my compact machines. This was my wither automation. And then to get to the supplies, everything was down here. So wither skulls go in that one. Soul sand goes in that one. This is before I really started using deep mob learning to produce a lot of those materials. But yeah, that's there. Let's see. So obviously I got my smeltery. Down underneath of that, this is my trophy room, and inside of there is my compacts, is my simple storage system. So all of my simple storage is inside of that block, and we'll look at it here in just a second as well. But I've got all my little statues here hanging out. There's my ultimate singularity, because we made one, so I thought I'd hang it. Down underneath, again, is just a few. This is my power generation, right? This is me with my upgradable geothermals, as normal. Which a couple of things. What mod is the Watch of Flowing Time? That's part of Project E. Probably the best individual component to come out of Project E, because it drastically increases the time flow and makes things go faster within a certain range. That's very, very helpful. It's my cookie jar with my stacks of 64 cookie singularities, my bees. Yes. Okay. So before, let's see what else we got. I'll show you the simple storage in a minute. So then we did some building for fun. We have Old McDraven's farm, where I made one of every mystical seed and just the different crops. Got some animals in there. Made myself a little barn. Fun of it. The same barn design I've used like 50 times. This is what a lot of that looks like. And then this was the haunted forest. Where it's like a kind of like just a walkthrough thing, and I have mobs in here. I've used the paralyzing syringes so they don't attack you; they just hang out. But you walk along, And the whole point of it was that you go through there, you go through a little cave in the corner, you come all the way down to this little witch hut. This was eventually what someone was going to do. Turned around again. And then it says, danger. First treasure ahead. Well, obviously there's a chest in there, but that's a fake floor. What it is a hole that drops you out of a portal and then puts you inside the maze that was underneath. You have to get through the maze that's got a glass roof, so you can't get through there. So, yeah, the floor is fake. It's just a sneaky block. And that would put you down in the maze, which was all the way over here. And then you would have to go through the maze. And each of the rooms was going to have something special in it, and you had to get to the end to get out. We never did get a chance to run anybody through that. I did make a little racetrack as well, because, first of all, I made this out of concrete, because you run faster on concrete. And I'm packing, I think, 3 or 4 speed charms on me at this point. But I wanted to see how fast I could get going with more and more speed charms, so we were testing that out. Then I made a boat. Just felt like making a boat. So I've used, again, this is the same ship design that I've used 100 times in different builds and Let's Plays and such and on servers. So, you like that maze? Well, you know what? When we're done here, I'll take a minute to show you my Let's Play server. I haven't shown you guys that in a while either. Oh, yeah, and then the last thing over here is my food court. We've got, this is a bakery section. This is McDraven's. There's McDraven's, and there's probably stuff in here. Do I have stuff in here? Put it in the stove? Oh, guess I didn't. I thought I had stuff in there, but that's okay. This is McDraven's. Oh, there it is. Burgers, fries, and chicken. McDraven's. And then this was, what was this one? This was, who has the food? There it is. This was the hippie store. This is the hippie place. We get salads and things. Hey, Lively Sin, what's up? This was a fusion, Mexican-Italian restaurant. And then this was like a Baskin Robbins. This is where you get all your ice creams, drinks. Ice creams. So, yeah, we made a little food court. I don't know why. It hit me on a whim, and so we did it. But the last thing to show you on this section of the world, other than this up here, where I made the an original thumbnail, was this right here. So what we did is this block is indestructible. It's made of witherproof blocks and obsidian. And I put explosives in front of this. And then I had another wall of wool in front of that had a message on it. And I think it said Happy New Year or something like that. And then I sat over here in my throne. And I'm not going to lie, I was a little wasted by the time we built the throne. But me and my walruses, these are my walruses, we had lots of snacks and drinks. And they had fishies to eat. And we sat here and I had a remote that triggered this. And then it exploded, but everything on the outside stayed the same. I have my remote here? Oh, I moved it. So yeah, there was my remote, and it blew up, and then inside, at midnight, we did that. We did a countdown. There's more walruses. And then I had it set up where a bunch of fireworks and stuff shoot off as well. So as it blew up, then a whole bunch of different of that happened. So, yeah. So that was a big thing we did for New Year's of 2020 to 2021. And it was a lot of fun. Oh, what do we got there? Hey, Lively Sin, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you for your support. That was awfully nice of you. Thank you. And I also forgot to show this, which is where I was doing Astral Sorcery. And then I realized the limitations of Astral Sorcery on Skyfactory 4. There's just some stuff you can't get, sadly. But, yeah, I did have this here. So that's all of the original world, right? That's all of this section here. But you're mentioning the maze. I've made mazes like this a few times. If you haven't seen any of the better ones, you're going to get to here in just a little bit. But I've used this same design. Normally what I do is I go around and I build all the walls, but just one block high. So I go around and build it. Then I come back and level them all up as high as I want. Then I go around and fill the top in with glass. So the goal is I could make people go through it and I can look down and watch them. Right? So, yeah, I like making mazes. I've done it a few times. It's oddly satisfying. Oh, the other thing I forgot. Oh, my God. I almost forgot this. Where's my shrinky dink? That thing. Personal shrinking device. Do I not have one? So I said, yes, this is my simple storage system. Said I'd show this. I don't want to lie. This is my simple storage system. So now I'm a compact machine inside a compact machine. My simple storage system is actually in this one. Can't see it because it's all built inside. But this is the design I use for my simple storage system. Not only is everything inside of that block, but each one of these are chests that other processes like this are feeding into to get in there. Now, when I originally built this, I didn't realize you could connect a lot of these cables to just anywhere. Kind of like like I did with my auto crafting in the world we're playing now. So I would definitely do this much better. It looks nice. It's kind of cool looking, but it could be much better. It could be much better designed, and my future ones did. Disconnected to the rest, it makes, yeah, it's true. So inside there, this is my diamond block farm. So I'm using those watches of flowing time to make the saplings go even faster. And all of the diamond blocks is what I use to get my EMC for Project E. Now, we were talking earlier about hogs, somebody was asking. This is every hog is inside this compact machine. I have one of every hog. Every one automates, goes to packager. I have 6 hogs in a row, so there are slots for 6 truffles, so it never clogs. And these are the last few of them up here. So I have every hog in the game inside one compact machine. And everything feeds into packagers and then feeds out and goes directly into my regular system. But we had talked about that earlier. HTPE, we've talked about that. Done that 100 times. That's my hogs. This is my laser farm. So let me show you my laser farm. So you guys have seen, if you've ever watched the tutorial, you might have seen it already. But basically, all my lasers are in here. So again, this is a compact machine inside a compact machine. So this is my laser farm. Right? Now, one of the reasons why this uses a lot of power. All right? A ton of power. But the watches of flowing time help these create power faster. It's the only reason 4 of these keeps up with it. I would have to have more than 4 if I was going to do it without the watches. But all of this stuff gathers all the thing and feeds it all out through a single chest. All right? It comes out of here. And it goes into a central chest where things get sorted depending on what type of item they are. So we have the kind that I call meltables. Meltables are going to be things like gold, things that you could cook to get ore out of. Then you have your breakables, things like coal and diamond. You want to set on the ground and break them to get what it's from. And then there's the stuff you just can't do anything with at all, and that is rock crystals and glowstone, because take them as they are. So those are fed out. The ones that are meltable come over here and go through a manufactory to turn them into dust, which doubles the amount you can get out of it, and then it runs through an elite smelting factory and feeds out back into my simple storage. So it's all sorted. Anything that's a breakable comes out here. One machine puts it down, the other one breaks it, the last thing picks it up, puts it in the same chest and sends it back out. So coal, diamond, emerald, it's all automated, and all the experience that you get from things that are made that way gets sucked up inside this black hole unit. That was just a sand, or what was that? Oh, that's going to be the sand with the blue crystals in it that you need for astral sorcery. So this is, and that's the power system that runs it all. So the same type of thing is in the tutorial that I have, but this is where I figured out where I first designed that to get that to work. That is a wood block. Not what I meant to do. So yeah, so the goal is to have everything. As was aquamarine, thank you. So everything feeds into there, then everything gets loaded into my simple storage system, which is this. All my saplings are inside. These are all overflow chests, and these are all my filing cabinets. Then down here, I just keep things like Android stuff. I have a head collection somewhere, probably. But then, yeah, these are just overflow chests that stuff would go into, like that, until I have a folder for it. I hadn't obviously been back to put stuff in a folder in a while. Whoop! No, pizza! Pizza, why can't I pick you up? Oh, need that guy. And then I just have a little workstation where I can make the file folders or things I want to throw into EMC. I can just throw it in here as well. They're linked. This is where I would put a sapling to drop all of the things it makes so I can make folders for it. Yeah, this is simple storage inside. Oh, that's right. We did put that over there, didn't we? That's right. All right, so that's compact. That's a compact machine inside a compact machine inside a compact machine. Welcome back, VN. All right, so there we go. I showed you those things because I said I would. Now I'll show you the last thing. So, right now I'm showing just some brief tours of some of my previous Skyfactory 4 worlds per request. So right now we're going to go look at my house. So this is in the hunting dimension. So I built myself a little place for me to hang out and save some things. Now, Project E glitched on me. I had one of everything you could make in Project E in this room. And then one day it glitched. I came in and all that was left for the 2 weapons. All the picture frames, everything that was there is gone. Very, very frustrating. It was very frustrating. And then I had, this is my head collection, because I like collecting the heads. There's more heads in the new one. I need to get that. But yeah, this is where I collect all the heads, all the boss heads, extra heads. You know, Raven likes heads. That's just tools. I was going to put some stuff up there. This is a room I hadn't used yet. This goes to my house, but before we go to the house, which one was it? I think it was here. Yes. It's a sneaky block here with actually elevator blocks. We're down here. So this is the archive. So originally, I was going to have one of all the different monsters. All of this by hand. Everything I did is by hand. I did this all in survival. But I do have Project E, which helped a little bit. So in here, I have one of all of the different character models that you can get in Skyfactory 4 with their little head floating on a trophy in front of them. I did have monsters in here, but then they started to glitch out and it messed stuff. And then, of course, in here, we have Mr. Bacon Donut and Darkosto themselves, the creators of Skyfactory 4. Hi, guys. But yeah, this was the arcade. It's also the blood chamber. I really like the way this looks. And comes down and it's like the goal was to make it look like it cracked open, like something it overflowed and broke it. And then the blood flows up the walls. Yeah. Yeah, the mobs kept glitching and then some would disappear and then I actually lost a chunk. A chunk wouldn't load and I had to pull up a backup and it just unfortunately became too difficult to keep them here. But getting the blood flowing up the walls looked cool. Same as it's everywhere. All the walls, it's flowing up. And when you're even coming in the entrance, it's flowing up. I just like the way that looked. So that's that part. Now this is just to give you an idea of what the outside looks like. All right, I've got it different colored based on the different things, but evil layer is accurate. Evil layer is accurate. So there's the top part. You come into that, and then you warp down into the other rooms. Now, while we were playing this one, this was the Hall of Memory. And this is where I was putting the name of everybody who joined the membership program here on YouTube. We were doing that one for a while. This is my throne, as always. That's my walrus. I always have a walrus. But I really like the way this room turned out. And I used the liquid starlight, I believe, for that liquid. It took a while to make enough liquid starlight. But, oh no, this isn't liquid starlight. This is, I think that's molten silver, maybe? I think it's molten silver. But yeah, so I built a little fountain out of that. And this was, yeah, again, there's plenty of space for more. I was really happy with the way this room turned out. I like the color combination a lot. I didn't get a chance to do as much of it as I'd hoped I would. Yeah, so that's this room. And then this is the last room. This is where we meet Big Squeaky. This is my trophy room. This is all the bosses from the Twilight Forest with the exception of 2. One of them is the ram, which despawned, and I just never bothered to get another one. And you cannot bring the Hydra in here. In fact, that will break your game. Hydra is not intended to move, so if you try to grab it with anything you can pick it up, like a Pokeball or a monster capturing tool, it will break the game. That took a lot of time to fix all the damage that did. The chiseling? I don't think I used anything that required chiseling. None of this stuff is chiseled. Or the few things that are, I didn't automate chiseling, no. I can't think of anything that was chiseled. Oh, I know what you're talking about now. I'm sorry. I was thinking chiseling in bits. Like using the chisel to take little bits off. I'm sorry. I was thinking the wrong thing when you were talking about chiseling. I apologize. No, in this I just did it manually, but you can do a whole inventory's worth in one shot. If you use the eye chisel, you can literally just pick a thing and then click a button, and every lapis in your inventory will turn to this same cut. So it's really quick to just do it all at one shot. So yeah, we got Slythe, who I named after a lizard character on Thundercats when I was a kid. And that's Big Squeaky. I had to put a sound muffler in there. He was just too loud. And then we have our Yeti. And we have the 2 big Dravens that you can get. These are all Twilight Forest. We got our Lich King and one of his sidekicks. We got the Mushroom. His glass is the only one that's different because this dude will break it. This guy stomps his feet when he aggroes you and will literally bust your face. So I had to fix that. And then we have our Ice Queen. But yeah, I did have the ram here, but the ram despawned for some reason Here's where I was talking about I used the liquid starlight. So the liquid starlight flows along the roof. And then each one of these things, it has a starlight fountain, which also runs down the edge and creates the wall. Is Mumra? Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot this guy. Then there's the knight too. I got him. But yeah, that was I was very, very happy with the way this turned out. Getting Big Squeaky. It was sad I couldn't get the Hydra, but you know, what you're gonna do, right? Let's see. Yeah, so here's a lot of the stuff that I was working on. Chisel, right? So I went chiseling and eye chiseling. So I kept a stack here of all the stuff I was working with. And then on the roof of this is a whole bunch of the astral sorcery stuff where I was dropping the crystals in and making the fluid and then dumping it inside black hole tanks to try to get enough of that stuff. Were you ever added to that wall? Yeah, I don't know. Again, I haven't played this one in a while. A real Bastich. The first ever person to join my join up my membership program. Let's see. It's Paul, Moog, MT, Castman, Heather, Turtle Master, Taijo, Fuchi, Scott Allen, Bill Tetley, Grape, Aeroset, Elemental Dad, Serenex. Some of these folks are still part. Some of them have left. Some of them moderators now. Plop Token, Zero Cool. Let's see. Muttley. Some of these names I still see around a lot. Rexy. Rexy's on there. There you are, Rexy. Joe Cobb, Ron, James Brandt. Let's see. Jason Sutar. Well, yeah, I think you may be on there both, but there's you as Rexy, the one and only. Let's see. Where was I? Sir Emero, Vincent, Maximus Smith, Sandy Rock Stone. Sandy Rock Stone still shows up to a lot of the Twitch stuff. Neon, my first moderator. Gus, Jury, Teresa, Mystique. Those are all my moderators. Shadow, who does all the art for the channel. Mr. Disney, who was one of my very early ones as well. Beast, AJ Smart. Let's see. Reads and Rides, Andre, in Gaming. You know, what do we got over here? Studio 13. Cool to see a lot of these names. Some of these folks I don't get to see more. Hey, there you are, Terry. Yep, you're on there, Terry. Dark One. Egan. Peepoo, you're on there. You're on there as both. I think at one point you were on there as both. You had 2. That's Miss Ash. That's Smashly right there, Miss Ashley. People know. People hang out on the Twitch. Her and Jim are engaged, and good friends of mine. They're my actual D&D group. Panda. Panda is now who I play No Man's Sky with a lot. Teddy Fucci. Lost Dog's third alt. So many characters. Let's see. Monroe, Kenneth White, and Lego Master. So, I mean, there have been many since, and a lot of those have left over time, but at the time as they were adding, I was putting them on there. You missed a sign when it went up? Yeah, I started it, and then as new people joined, I added on there. All right, so that's still not everything in this world. I was in this one for a while. Let's use the Star Trek teleporter. Welcome to Draven's house. This is my house. This is where I live. This is my personal space, because Draven needs a house every so often, right? Let's take a look at Draven's house. We'll start over here. This is Draven's bedroom. My little personal space. That was a secret thing that I never got to put away. This is my bathroom. This is where I poop. And I have a shower, bathtub here. Reading materials for when I'm in the bathroom. Things like that. I can entertain friends here. Look outside. Enjoy space. Inside here is a collection of all my weapons and armor. Put that in there. Then just some storage spaces. My desk where I do some personal writing. Things like that. This was the first kitchen I ever made. I got lots of things. Fruits and berries. Cooking utensils. Moo cow juice. Toasters and things. I like to entertain guests, so I have a large... This is where I brew. This is where I make all my liquor and beverages. I didn't want you to look outside here, so I used dirty windows with blue wool behind it to make it look like sky. I like how that turned out. But yes, let's see, what do we got up in here? Do that one later. God, now I remember which one is which. We'll do this one now. All right, this is the library. So I made a library. Very cool. Secret passageway behind the stairs. My laboratory. This is where I do experiments. This is where I test subjects. I did have a human and a villager and a zombie villager in here, but they despawned on me. This is where I'm duplicating my Frankenstein Draven. And this is where I have work done. My tool. Question about Big Reactor. Why, when I added height to the reactor, the fuel rod kept breaking? Are you talking about the fission reactor? Or which reactor are you referencing? Just want to make sure I know I'm answering the right one. We've used a lot of reactors in this setup. But yeah, this is my... Yeah, you know, I got the thing where lightning can come out and hit it, that kind of stuff. You know, the whole Frankenstein-looking thing. Whoop. And then this is my forge. This is where I come down to craft, work with metals and things. Some ore over here I haven't worked with yet. Different anvils for the working. Extreme reactor. Oh. Are you in Skyfactory 3? Let's see. Not from this mod pack. The only experience I have with extreme reactors is Skyfactory 3, if I remember correctly. And it was rods in like an X pattern, or is it the cross? And then it's a cross pattern, and then diamonds in the X pattern, if I remember correctly. Hey, Maximus. Hey, thanks for hanging with us, bud. Appreciate you coming by. Enjoy your evening. This is my game room. This is where I go bowling. Bowling balls. DDR, some video games. This is where I stream. You don't know this, but I'm here right now. Stone Block 2. Right. I want to say it was the exact same thing as the reactors in Skyfactory 2. Or Skyfactory 3. So the rods, if I remember correctly, go in like a plus shape. Like 3 across, depending on if you're making a... inside should be 3 by 3. You'll have a plus sign of your rods, and then I use diamond on all 4 corners to be my coolant. I didn't have a problem with anything breaking as long as I kept putting that up higher, that same pattern. That was my game room. This is my personal living room, which we had decorated for Valentine's Day. Are the bowling balls colored lenses? Yes, they are, Terry. This is my aquarium. That's where I watch my fishes. I like to watch fish swimming. That's my walrus. I had this room decorated for Christmas, and It can be any pattern. But the pattern I used, I know I never had it break, so I can only recommend potentially that one. Is the as long as you've got the right coolant to reactor to rod ratio. If you're using a different design, you want to make sure that you have the same amount. It has to have the right amount of coolant in there, or it might be breaking the equivalent of melting down. I don't think that one melts. I think it just breaks. My Game Boy, video games. I had a Christmas tree over there. That's my stereo. Little things like this. We were just building rooms to be entertaining. This is my garden. I did have all the little critters from the Twilight Forest in here, but again, they all despawned. And then the last one is down here, and that was my personal gym. That's where I work out. That's where Draven gets buff, right down here. Boxing gloves, get on here, watch a movie while on the treadmill, get in there, go a few rounds with somebody. And then, I keep a sauna. Sometimes after a workout, you just want to sit in here, turn on the engines, and get comfortable. And then you got a change room for anybody at the gym. It's co-ed. I'm cool like that. Got a kitchen sink if you need it. And then more toilets for the pooping. Some lockers. And then in here is my pool. Olympic size swimming pool. With laps. You can jump in, you can do laps if you want. I know this is all silly, but at the time, we were just looking for fun things to build. After I'd done all the automations and stuff I could think of, we thought we'd build some strange stuff. So this was a pool. How can you move the bosses? Oh yeah, I can help you with that. So moving the bosses requires syringes. So if you use a paralyzer syringe, it freezes them in place and they can't move. Stimulant syringe unfreezes them. And pacifier makes them passive. So they won't attack, but they'll just still walk around. So basically, you use a paralyzer syringe to hold them in place. And then you use a mob imprisonment tool. Probably spell the whole thing out. Mob imprisonment tool to pick them up. And it'll pick up, then you just right-click on them with the imprisonment tool. Then you right-click again to set them back down. You just cannot do that with the Hydra. The way that the Hydra is programmed, it's not designed to move. It just pivots. So if you try to move it, the programming does not understand what's going on, and it will crash everything. I luckily had just done a backup because it completely corrupted the world. We had 2 other people try, same situation on theirs. So please do not ever try to pick up the Hydra. It's not designed to move. But all the other ones were perfectly fine. But yeah, and the mob imprisonment tool works on just about any other mob, and I use that to move stuff around quite often, even in tutorials. But yeah, little gargoyles. This was Draven's house, and I had a little chest here that I could send stuff across from the overworld when I needed things. Yeah, it's my place. Delicious. So anyways, this was one Project E-World from back in the day. So obviously I was doing this the end of 2020, early 2021. Is when we were jamming with this one. I don't think we went too far into 2021 with this one. Let's back on it. And I'll show you the next one. So this one, where's it at? This is the last Skyfactory world I did earlier last year. This one was challenges because people would give me a challenge and I would try to do it, as well as do regular stuff and figure things out. A lot of automations came out of this one. We found a lot of cool stuff in this one. So we end up learning a lot of blocks in here. Really cool. Black hole tank with experience. Oh yeah, I forgot. So again, simple storage system, right? I always run simple storage. I guess I should show you. This is my castle. But one of the challenges was somebody said, build your base to be a castle. So I built my base to be a castle. I really like this pattern on the floor. It's quite popular. So yes, so this is what the base looks like. All the regular stuff you'd expect to find. All the machines, weapons, and tools. That's my bedroom. Inside here's my automated obsidian system. Before I found a better way to do it. Laser drills, same type of setup as we saw in the last one. Remember the last one I had it all set up to auto break it? Hey, chicken. I have the same thing in here, just on a smaller scale. I don't have as many lasers. And then these are all the automations we came up with. This is Betsy's processed mac and cheese. I automated the making of macaroni and cheese. Again, somebody challenged us to do that. Can we automate macaroni and cheese? So we did. That is automated mac and cheese. That's automated tough alloy, automated TBU fuel, automated compressing sugarcane to get the, compressed sugarcane. Same with the netherrack, automated compressing that. This is the automation of dense water blocks. So you can make the infinite water blocks, just the basic, then the dense one. This automates that process and makes them automatically. This automates the production of compact machines. Only the maximum size ones, though. I don't like to use the little ones. I just feel like it's limited. Chicken in one of these rooms? Chickens get around. That's a compact machine inside a compact machine inside a compact machine. Because inside one of those other compact machines is the automation to make the walls for that. Plus it has to make pearls, it has to make redstone, iron blocks, emerald blocks, all the stuff that you need for all the different components of making a maximum size compact machine. But just real quick, what I'm talking about, I have over 8,000. Once you get it up and running, it just runs by itself forever. And like usual, all of my systems have their own power sources inside, so if I wanted to pick this up and move it, I could. This is calcium sulfate again. Remember we did that one. I said I hated automating this, but I had to do it there too. That's the automation of plastic. These are all just the different essences all the way up to insanium. What else we got here? This is just some basic area for working. My Mistcraft area is inside of here. Your playthrough in this world got hooked on modded Minecraft. Oh, really? Nice. Lone chicken in one of the... Yes, Gertrude, my chicken, was back here. I wonder if that's her back again. Gertrude, is that you, my doll? Come here. Let me put you back over here. You get back here in the bedroom with Draven. Me and Gertrude hang out. All right. And I easily amuse myself. See, all my Mistcraft stuff was in there. Where's my... I'm missing some. Oh, it's over there. Okay, we'll look at that in a minute. So here's where I automated polymer. This is, again, before I realized there was a way better... This playthrough we did, that we're doing now, I streamlined this process a lot. Loop Fabricator Farm, which you saw running in the regular world as well. This inside a compact machine. Again, each time I build this, I find a way to streamline it just a little bit more. More s'more double smingets. Automated those. So inside there, it's making marshmallow, cookies, chicken, chocolate, not chicken. There's no chicken in my s'mores. But yeah, there's... all of that stuff is automated inside there because somebody challenged us to do that. HDP pellets, which you normally do. That's automating wool. Not hard, but it was requested. And then here's where I started using that kind of design that I used this time. I think this time I got it a little bit smoother, but that works. It's all my cakes. Oh yeah. So then this over here. Yeah, I'm going to show you this one. This compact machine is a tinker's heaven. This is my tinker's room. So I have every material you can use to put on any armor, tool, or weapon, and I have a melter for every material you can make a tinker's item out of. So this is a one-stop shop for anything tinker you ever want to make. Everything from the components to the different materials, cactus, wood, all that stuff. So diamonds. I made the chest weird size because I was just messing around. That's even chocolate. So I've got... Now, I produced it all somewhere else and brought it in here, but anything I might want to make out of tinkers... When it sat down, I was going to make everything you can make out of tinkers. This is where we did it. You still take challenges? A try. Even on the world we've been doing now. People say, hey, how do you do this? Can you do this? Is it possible to do this? I try it, unless it's something I've already done and I can just show it to you. That was a full Tinker's room I set up, which was kind of cool. I had fun with that. We'll show you those in a minute. So, there's a giant statue of me. Okay. There's a giant statue of me. And that's my kitty, Midnight. Is he over there still? Oh, Midnight left. I didn't realize he left. Hang on, let me get rid of the kitty cam. I didn't realize he left on us. Here I am covering up the screen with nothing. Oh, there he is right there. Hi, Midnight. Hey, Chubby Bubby. You still got an hour before treats, buddy. You need to calm down. Oh, don't walk across in front of me. Can't see the screen, you chubby kitty. That's Midnight. And then that was the fission. There's a fusion reactor that didn't work. This is one of the many fusion reactors where I swore I'd never do it again. And, God, I hate it. But I was trying to use a fission reactor to run a fusion reactor. And as you can see, instead of using flux, I was trying to use the cables to power everything. It just wouldn't work. We got a giant Santa hat over there. This is my, again, wither area. This is my, oh, this is the blender. So when I was trying to collect animal heads, I would put a mob spawner in here, and then all the animals would fall down there, and I would get their heads. The Flubby Bubby's right in front of me, aren't you, Bubby? Yes, you're a chubby boy. He knows that. What's this? What's that? You feel like... He feels like he's got a little lump. Oh no, I think he's just sitting sideways and that's his shoulder. Okay. I made a giant pumpkin. We're going to look at those in a minute. Giant Santa hat. And then I made the first iteration of the Twitch arena. Because I built this right after I first started streaming on Twitch. By the way, if you have a Twitch account, it would be awesome if you'd come give us a follow over there. The Onlydraven Gaming, all one word, no space, no underscore. Excuse me. I stream on Twitch 4 and 5 days a week. Usually non-Minecraft stuff, but still a bunch of crafting 7 Days to Die, Subnautica, No Man's Sky, a lot of the building, crafting kind of stuff. Hey, later, Grimace. We'll see you later, bud. Have a good one. Thanks for coming by. But I built this arena. And so inside of the pumpkin, again, these are things that I was challenged to make. Somebody wanted me to build a giant pumpkin. And they wanted me to put a little horror scene in there. So I got a little monster rocking out. He's bleeding through the cracks in the wall. I got a little haunted house. Again, all these creatures I've pacified so they won't attack. Take a nap. Well, I hope you get some rest, bud. Spooky tree, and then there's this little graveyard. So I just made this little Halloween scene inside a giant pumpkin. That was orange concrete. I gave you a follow. Just don't watch anything on Twitch. Hey, no problem. I appreciate it anyways. We're actually, I think, only 24, 25 away from having 500 on Twitch, which is pretty awesome. Thank you very much, Mark Strack, for the follow. I appreciate that. Elite solar panels. Yes, it would take forever. That's an in-depth process. But yes, yeah, I think I could automate that. It would take a little while. I'm not against it. Never been asked to do anything with solar. Intriguing. Thank you very much, the Forest Bro, for the follow over on Twitch as well. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hey, Pixel, what's up? Doing all right? Doing all right? You tried? Yeah, I'll take a look at it. This is my Christmas land I built. Got animals. That's my walrus. And built Christmas present. That's where Santa Claus lives. 475th follow. Nice. Nice. There's a bunny in my house. This is Santa's workshop. He has cookies and milk. You're the Forest Bro. Excellent. Thank you much. I do appreciate that. When we hit 500, I'm going to do something special over there, like an extra long special stream or something. Not sure exactly what yet. Now, let's see. Coming up here, when are we doing that? I think it's around June. will be the first charity stream I do this year, and that we'll be doing for the local animal thing. Oh, am I muted? Oh, hang on a second. Really? Oh, sorry. I must have hit the mute button. I apologize. Must have hit the mute button. Sorry about that. So yes, here we are. So yeah, this is the I'm doing a tour of some of my older worlds. But that's the Santa Land. Yeah, I'm showing just showing off a little bit of the old world. All right, so let me go in here. So there's Giant Draven's head, right? Oh, by the way, my farm is on my roof. But if we go up, this is where I make my compact machines, power storage, a little bit of astral sorcery. Not a lot up here, but I figured I'd show it. Here's my house, right? Underneath it, downstairs, is where I have my simple storage system. All right, Grimace. I understand. Well, have yourself a great one, bud. So yes, this is when I first started realizing I could auto craft directly off of a cable. Boy, did that make life nice. Once I found that let me streamline stuff. Same as inputting items. Each one of these chests, like that one, inputs macaroni and cheese and such into the system. And then, because he deserves it, there's the shrine. The Darkosto, the man who makes Skyfactory. Every so often I bring him treats and give thanks. In the shrine of Darkosto. And that's a little me, always here, watching and protecting. But yeah. Oh, you had an automated miner. Oh, that'll do it. Yep. Yes, this is the shrine to Darkosto. We always visit every time we come into this world. Thank you, sir. A little place for me to sit and kneel, pray. I'm nothing but silly. All right. So, that's a big giant Draven. Open up. There's a big giant Draven. I made this big giant, again, we were challenged. Made a big giant Draven. That took a little bit of while. Not going to lie. That took some time. But it gave me another option. Because this is what's in Draven's head. My head collection. So I put all the heads in here. All the different bosses and such. And then all the different heads you can get from animals and such in the game. I thought that was fun. This is Robot. He's my robot. He keeps the place clean. Takes care of it for me. He's a good lad. What's this? That's empty. Okay. So there was that. Where's this one go? Oh, this one just goes to downstairs in the arena. Raining. Why is it always raining, right? And then this last one goes over to my house. So my house, can't see it, is that way over there, that purple box. We're going to go ahead and portal into the front door. These are all the kitties. These are extra kitties. I love kitties. Okay, so let's upstairs and downstairs. Robot, if you have him out running, he'll follow you around and pick stuff up. It doesn't really work as well in Skyfactory because you're flying around so much. But he's usable that way. So let's see. This is my little trophy room. This is where I hang out, my hunting room. I have a nice mug of mead by the fire and tell stories about my adventures. That room is for. This is my indoor park. It looks wood, but check this out. Oh, giant tree. I love that. There's just a little park you can come into, sit outside, enjoy yourself. That's not really outside. It's anti-block, but it looks like outside. So it's an inside outside. Looks like sky. Fake clouds. Bridge. There's that room. Favorite room. Kitty room. There's Buffy. That's my kitty Buffy. This is Mr. Midnight. And this is Patches. Those are my 3 kitties. They have bedrooms. And they have little stuffy toys. And they got little pictures on the wall. They got litter pans, right? Kitty's got a poops. Some water, little scratchy stand for their fingers, some toys. They all got their own little litter pan. Yes, you do have a litter pan, Midnight. I'm talking about you. There's a string on a stick. I can play with the kitties. But yeah, that's the kitty's bedroom. And then somebody told me to build a kid's room. No, that's the library. That's the library. I wasn't able to quite finish the library, but that's where I was getting the achievement. Now this is the mystery maze. So when you come in here, okay, if you come in here, this is the first room of the haunted house, right? You got to find your way out of the haunted house. Well, it's basically flipping this around. Opens up the secret door. And you get into my horror kitchen. See, there's bloody heads on the wall and blood on the floor, axes and such. Tell my kitchen is, you know, where I keep visitors. It's all for silliness, but why not, right? This is my bedroom. Monsters under the bed. And you look in the mirror. Oh, haunted. Anyways, a little haunted bedroom. Then we have spider hell. A lot of spiders in here. This is supposed to be the little trophy room. Trophies going. This is the room. This is my playroom. Syringes. Anyways, chains. So, a little library to study in. Clown hell. Those are all balloons. I made way too many balloons. There are so many balloons up there. And then you exit out through the graveyard. I got my little seance thing going on. Hi, Buffy. Uh-oh. Hold on. Come here. Got some goopies in her eye. Hold on, guys. That it? That it? There we go. Buffy's having a bad eye day. Yeah, there you go, sweetie. You got goopies on your eye. We'll get you some medicine after the stream, okay? That room needs to burn. Which one? What, this one? This room is modeled after the haunted house I used to work in. You guys knew I worked at a haunted house for several years, right? I think some of you probably knew that. That was my job. That was my full-time position, was in a haunted house, and I was the clown. So of course I've got some graveyard stuff. And then you exit out through the graveyard. You get out. Okay? It's okay. If you have to sneeze, Buffy, go ahead. That was the downstairs floor. Oh, the spider room. Oh, you don't like the spider room. Gotcha. Let's see. This is where I stream. Again, my bevs. What is it? What is... Oh. Hang on. Hey, guys, give me just 1 second real quick, would you? I'll be right back. One moment. How about this? Oh, darling. Buffy, when her eyes are bad, she has a hard time seeing. She can't find the treats because her eyes are so gummed up. So I brought them over where she could eat them right here on the desk. Anyway, so this is my streaming room. That's my green screen. When we first started playing with the display screens, found out all the fun stuff we can do with those. That's my bevs and snacks for streaming. Always have bevs and snacks. And then somebody may want me to make a kid's room. I made little bunk beds, library books for the kids. Everybody, each kid gets a chest with 1 slot because kids don't deserve all that much stuff. I'm silly. And then we get down here, Bobby. Hey, Bob, you go ahead, darling. Those are your treats. You eat those up. Midnight. You leave your sister alone, please. All right, so this is my carnival. First of all, let's take a look at my favorite animals in the game. Mutated chickens. These are mutated chickens. And these are mutated cows. You can tell because the flesh is on inside out, right? See that? Mutated cows. These are mutated pigs. You see, those didn't turn out well. And this are mutated sheep who just have a giant eyeball in the front. Yeah. So those are the carnival wagons. And this is just my big top for when I'm entertaining. We got some carnival games. This is a fishing game. Fish, win one of those little prizes in the back. Or you could play bows and arrows. Bows and arrows. Try to hit a little target in the back. So I like this. This actually works. It's kind of fun. I've used this before. But, you know. Boom. Lights up based on where you hit it. It's one of those little fun things. Yeah, we have some drops and I have some cream I can put on there. It's unfortunately permanent. No, there's no cure for it, but there are some things we have for that helps. Some days are better than others. Today's a particularly bad day. Okay, sweetie. Okay. She hears the other cats running around, but she can't really see what it is. I'm afraid that as she gets older, she's probably going to have some serious eye problems. And then, yeah, so that's just about everything. Except for the last thing. Is my roller coaster. So this was the world, like I said, we built last. And it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed doing it. There was a lot of really cool challenges that people came up with. That was a lot of fun to put together. I'm thinking that... I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do for the next Skyfactory 4 playthrough when I get there. I'll probably choose a different beginning world type. Kind of like this one, I use SkyGrid. There's a lot of different ones available. So I'd be interesting to see what all's in there. Oh, darling. Okay. Go to the bathroom? Okay. So, yeah. So I'll definitely come back to Skyfactory 4 again. It's 100% going to happen. It's just a matter of when, right? Probably going to go over and do something else. Oh, you want to sit up top? Okay, you can sit up there. I always feel so bad. Damn it. All right. Well, anyway, so this little roller coaster was just was an idea. Somebody wanted me to build a roller coaster that showed off a little tour of everything we'd built. So that's kind of what this was. You'll see way over there is my matter overdrive reactor, right? Because I didn't want it to melt down or destroy the rest of my world. Those things have some serious potential for destroying stuff. Realization, you mean Project E? That's what the last world was. The last world was a Project E world. And now we're going to go inside my butt and come out my front. Insane Craft has tons of custom mods and tweak mods. Yeah, so definitely Insane Craft is what I'm... Oh, no. Chest on here. Is what I'm leaning for. What I'm leaning towards for the next one, I think. And I may even do 2 different ones before I come back again. Other ones normally don't last as long as Skyfactory does for me. I just find I end up going through everything I want to do on them sooner. Stone Block 2 was probably the other... Probably the mod pack I was in the longest, other than that wasn't Skyfactory. So, anyways, this is just a little roller coaster. You guys see me and all that. That'll get back by itself. But yeah, so this was this world. Oop. Lag there for a moment. All right. So I got one more I'm going to show you guys. I need you to bear with me a moment. Bear with me just a moment while I load this one up. This one is a server, so I've got to make sure it's up and running. Not sure if it's up and running. I haven't been on this server in a while. Full achievement run. Did that. The only achievements I didn't get in it were the fusion reactor. In that one, I didn't get the one that was a file folder. You know, the one get the file folder full of 1 million things. I didn't get that one because at the time it was very glitchy. In some worlds it wouldn't work in, some it would. And if you got one of the worlds where it wouldn't, there was no way to fix it. Which was, you know, irritating for sure. But, yeah. If it wasn't for that, I would have been way more about it. All right. That is not where I meant to go. Okay. Why is that even there? Okay, bear with me a second. I'm going to show you something that some of you have seen before. I used to stream on this a little bit. And if you've watched any of the Let's Plays that I did with some community members last year, you might have got to see some of this. So, let me flip back over. This is the Let's Play server. So, Prestige, I was leaning towards that as well, Rexy. That is actually something I'm on there. So this is the Let's Play server. This is where I built myself Let's Plays to run community members through and film them and release them as videos. I did several of them last year, and we put them out, and they were a lot of fun to do. They were a lot of work. We streamed for like 8 or 9 hours that day. Or we didn't stream, but we recorded for 8 or 9 hours. I'll be honest, unfortunately, the videos didn't do very well. So it's one reason we hadn't done any since. But I'm going to show you what we've got. So this is the Coliseum. Or this is the just a little primary place where everything starts. Different Let's Plays have different openings and teleporters that'll go to them. Underneath is the trophy room, saying who wins Let's Plays. But we built a bunch of Let's Plays here. So I'm going to show you guys some of the Let's Plays we built. Because somebody mentioned earlier they liked the way my maze looked. This roof I love. I adore the way this roof turned out. It's the first time I did that effect. And it's using the castle glyph blocks with liquid starlight behind it. It gives a really cool 3-dimensional look to it. Very, very proud of that roof. All right, so the first Let's Play I built was the pyramid. This is the pyramid. It's very, very large. And the top part is just, you know, that's just for looks. But the main part is downstairs. So let me show you guys the pyramid. Yee! All right. So down here, this little room here, this is called the command center. This is where I keep stuff that I need to run the different Let's Plays. For chests and materials that I need. Good. Coastal figure. Where is my... Crap. Where'd I go? Oh, but it's in here. There it is. Okay. My entrance. So basically what happens is there are 3 entrances on each side. A person goes into each one. When they get in there, they're going to go inside. They're going to find their color. They're going to put on a set of their color gear. There'll be some tools and food in there. And then when I say go, they're going to run into the maze. The maze in here, obviously. I just said... There's... Now, for me, I have another entrance so that I can look on top of the maze. Whoop. So this is the maze. So there are 3 entrances on each side. And the object is for people to get to the middle. Get to the middle, get that elevator block. So I'm able to film it from up here, and people can run around and try to get through the maze. It was a lot of fun to play through. This one didn't take... First layer took longer than some of the other ones, but I really like how this maze turned out. That's the first floor. There's glass here so I can look down. Once they get to there, they're going to jump up, which will take them to the second floor. The second floor, they're going to get up in the room. Here, they're going to get actually some swords, and they have to find one of 4 portals. There's one right there. But there are monster spawners in there, and so they're trying to fight to get to the portals. Now, whoever gets to this layer first gets bonus prize, like a stronger sword. They get a perk for this level. After they go through, get one of those portals, the portals take them up to the 3rd level. The 3rd level is another maze, but this one is a PvP maze. So what they're going to do is they're going to open up the chest, and they're going to take out their color of flag. There's extra stuff in here. They're going to take their color of flag, and then they're going to go out into the maze, and you can't come back in. Well, if you die, you respawn. But you can't come back in until you have your flag and 3 other flags. So it's a PvP type thing. You're killing people and trying to get the flags. Each person stands on their color, and that's what takes them up, and then there's a path through the glass that takes them into the maze and drops them in a different spot. So everybody's not automatically walking out the same door. They get out here, and then they have to find their way, you know, wherever it is to fight each other and such. And the doors to the main room only open from the outside, so no one can go out these doors. Only the winner can, and the winner gets back in. They win. So that was a fun little Let's Play, and the whole purpose of that, again, was just to, you know, be a maze-based thing. It was kind of like a pyramid-based maze, but I had a lot of fun doing it. We filmed it. We released it. That video, if you'd like to see it, is on the channel. But it was a lot of fun. I'm going to really quickly command center. Off. All right, so that was Pyramid. That was the very first one I ever made. Then we had Headhunter. Headhunter was a lot of fun. There were some things I did about it I would have to change if we ever did it again. We found a couple issues with it. But Headhunter, everybody has their base. The object is to see who can come back. They have like 20 minutes or 15 minutes. Who can come back and put the most amount of different heads in their chest. Right? So if you look down here, there's different heads. If you have 2 creeper heads or 2 spider heads, that doesn't count. But this head is not is the same as that one, so it doesn't count. So see who can get the most different heads. And they get a sword that has like looting and unbreakable and stuff on it. And over here, animals. All these animals have the option to drop heads as well. There's some at this end, and there's different ones at this end. That way the people at that end have to run all the way down here. The people at this end have to run all the way down there. It's kind of even. There's some different animals there. And then they can go into the boom room. This is the boom room. Still graves from the people that died here. But then they go in here and they're basically just trying to kill things and survive and get heads. And there's lots of different spawners, lots of different monsters. Every monster that spawns in here has the opportunity to drop a head of some kind. So I only filled it with spawners. But I put these here, which are mob filter blocks. That way the players can go out them, but mobs can't come through there. And then for myself, who's filming it, I'm over here. I have blocks that I can fly through to get in and out, to be able to film the Let's Play on both sides. And then I have here my own little section of boom room drops. And in the back, you'll see there's droppers in the wall. Inside of those are special like boss mob eggs that I can drop that also have a chance of dropping a head, but they're harder. So just different stuff like that. I built another arena over here, another Twitch arena, kind of like the other one, but I also put a 3D Twitch in the floor as well. So it looks hollow, but it's not, it's glass. But this was meant to be a reusable area, so I could do different stuff in here at different times. But I really like the way the Twitch arena turned out. Looked cool. All right, let's see. Hopefully you guys aren't too bored by this. I know it's not me building, it's just me showing off stuff that some of you may have already seen before, so I apologize. But we got done with the other a little bit earlier. Next week, there's a good chance that either we'll be working on the turbine as one last episode, or we may end up going right into Insane Craft, and I'll have to figure out turbines on my own and then kind of come back to that once I've got it figured out. This is the entrance to the water race. There's some glass stairs that lead you down. It's a boat race, straight up. You walk through a portal in the house, and that portal down there, it brings you inside, puts you in here. You come in, you get some boats, and then it's basically just a boat race. And this one, we didn't get to actually film yet. It's brighter in here for me because I have infravision, but basically they would have boats, and they'd be just trying to get around. Different things. These are pistons that knock in and out. That'll send you flying. I have that stuff turned off right now for lag and sound purposes. There's switches outside I can turn on that will activate all that stuff. And then there's some narrow areas they got to maneuver their boats through. And then let's see, what was after that? After that, in the boat area, they had to... This is pistons that shoot up from the floor with slime blocks. That'll send you all the way up to the ceiling. And so it'll knock you back, some will backwards, forwards, and they all jump up at different times. Again, I just don't have those on right now. And let's see. Then there was a drop. Then you can go left or right. And it's a bunch of fans that are on, that are blowing... that will blow you backwards with different strength. You got to maneuver through that. Then you got to get through all the webs. And one side's worse than the other, but there's no way for you to know because I've never gone the other direction. You have to guess. So and you're going to come through here. And then this room is a dark room. It's a little bit brighter for me because I have night vision on, but you're basically going to have to find your way through the dark maze. Remember the path myself. Yes. Oh, that's not it. Dead end. Messed myself up. And then you get through here. 2 hour mark. Oh yeah, we got about 30 minutes left. So then you came in here, and there are six different ways you could go. All of them will get you to the next area. Some of them are longer than others. So if somebody took this one, they'd fall down. They have to go fall down again. And that one's actually pretty straightforward. Some of them are longer than that. And then there's a big arrow showing you which way is the actual exit. But each one of these is in a way to get down here from one of those other entrances. So then this one, they go down here. They go through the rainbow tube. Flash down. And then it's just a matter of getting to the end. Now, the bottom of this is glass. So you can look down and look at space. Originally, I was just going to have it be water. So you had a chance if you stayed still, you'd fall through. But we couldn't quite get the mechanics of that to work the way we wanted. Unfortunately, we did not get a chance to do that. But this end thing is just literally a twisty-tatty thing. So this one here. Zoom, zoom. This is a long one here. And then they end up in the rainbow room. Whoever crosses this line first wins. And then this portal will take them back up to this little room. Takes them over here, where they started. See who wins the race. But you can see all of it from out here. The different levels and such as I built them. Is all of this on YouTube? Some of these are. This one we never got to film, so we never got to do the boat race. So the boat race isn't on there, but the pyramid maze is. The headhunter one is on there. The obstacle course is on there. Boy, that one was harder than I thought meant it to be. This is the ODG obstacle course. And so they ran it in heats. 4 people, and then the top 2 people of each one went a third time for finals. So I have it up here where I can flip a little. I've got a remote that'll make that light up. It'll go when it hits the end, it's go time. And then they over here, run over these things, jumping up and jumping over. Then you have to make it across the ice blocks. If you fall, you got to go back. There are checkpoints, though. Then you go over here. That one you go down. There's a tunnel you have to swim through, come back up. Then you have to make it across the door hell. That was fun to put together. So you got to try to jump across. Again, if you fall through, you got to go back and keep going through until you get it. Then there's just some jumping things. Then you have to go through this. There's fans in there that will pull you down. They're pulling instead of pushing. So if you're swimming the wrong area, someone pull you down, someone push you up. Then you got a checkpoint. Hit your bed, right? Then you had to jump into this, swim up to the top, and jump to the next one. And it got consistently harder. Then on this one, it's just a matter of jumping. Get up here, get up on here, then you got to jump over to that side, blah, blah, blah. And then some of these blocks you run across, some of these blocks are empty. Some of these are actually trick blocks. They're actually fake blocks. Then you just have to go in and out, and jump up here. Then you have to jump down on the slime. You got to time your jump so you bounce up high enough to get in here. If not, you got to go around and go back. That one got some people. And you're going to run around again. This is part 1 of what screwed people. So you have to go up the ladder, jump across, right? And you got to go up the ladder zigzag, which is hard. Then you have to jump to the rope, spin around on the rope, drop, jump to the next rope, and do it again. That one became very, very challenging, and this took a while. Hey, what's up, Mr. Moog? Good day, sir. Showing off some of the old Skyfactory 4 worlds tonight. And then if you make it to this last one, you just bounce down and come in. This is the second part that was super hard. And you had to jump across the fans and use momentum to bounce you over. And the fans were hurting people. So we end up having, when you got to the end, I ended up having to go in and changing it and putting slime blocks because people were landing on the stairs, but there was so much drop it was killing them. So we had to fix kind of that on the fly. And then they go through the dark room. And I say it's the dark room because it's completely pitch black. This is a tunnel. You come out the other side. So there's a pattern in there. You got to figure out the pattern and come on through. Then you run down to the end. And you flip your switch, which lights up yours, and you win. Now, they have fireworks in there. That's how I know you win, when I see the fireworks for your number. So that's a fireworks system that'll shoot out based on the light up that you use. But this one took a while, I'll be honest. There were some things, because it was hard to play test some of this stuff other than to do it myself. This last 2 section here, because it's supposed to be easy, medium, hard. The hard stuff was very hard. Very hard. So that was if we did that one again, I'd have to make some changes to make that one a little bit easier. Because it took a couple hours to film 3 heats of that. The next one is sling golf. So sling golf, exactly what it sounds like. You get a pair of shoes with feather falling so they don't hurt you, and some spaghetti. And you get a slime sling. Hey, Rat, what's up? Showing off some of the old Skyfactory, right? I'm showing off a Skyfactory Let's Play server that I have. So the whole object is, this is golf, but you're the ball. So if you want to see what the whole hole looks like, got a little elevator so you can see. Okay, so there's the hole over there by the flag. Sand trap, water trap, great. You got to start from here. That's my first stroke. 2, right? So the object is to land on the metal. If you land, you don't have to go right in. That took me 4 shots to get in there. And we would keep count of that, right? So this is sling golf. That probably seems easy. There are 9 courses. The second one is an ice one. You land here, the fans will blow you right off the edge. You could try to skip around corners, but if you fall off the edge, that's a penalty. And you get all the way down here to the end, water trap. Another thing, get over the wall, get in here, but if you overshoot it, you flip right off the end. So every other one, like number 1 was a regular looking golf course, this one has a theme. It's going to alternate like that for the rest of them. Number 3 was this one, except this one has levels. So you got to get to here, then you got to jump up to this one, then you got to jump up to this one to get in the hole. Then we have our desert one. And again, all of them have that little floating thing, so you can see what the hole looks like before you actually jump in it. We got some blazing pyrotheum over there. Don't land in that. Make your way around, get inside the castle, either over or through the door, get in the hole. That was number, 1, 2, 4. This is number 5. So in this one, it's all about climbing. Get over here, make it up here around the water, get up to the top. There you go. Hole number 5. This all took some time to make. Took a lot of time to make. This hole number 6, nether volcano. So the nether volcano, first of all, we found these smoke blocks. Turtle told me about these. I love them. They're such a great effect. But the object, this one is you've got to land inside and then get in the hole. But if you overshoot it, you could land in lava and it could kill you. It's short on this side too. You got to be careful. Then we had this one. This one's a little different. Instead of up, you got to go down. You're trying to bounce up over here, and then you fall down. And you're trying to drop yourself in there. But when you hit these slime blocks, it will take you off the edge if you go too hard. Third one is the one situation where you pray to land in the sand. Any other situation in golf and you're sad. Very much so. So this one was really big on using the flag to your benefit. You could hit the flag, it would stop you, right? So that's that one. Then the next one is the haunted house one. So the haunted house one was a cool option because there was green wool here. And there are 3 different directions you could come out. That way, this way, or this way. This way's easy. This one's a little harder. That one's the hardest and the longest to get around. But this hole does not line up with this one. This hole doesn't line up with that one. There's ladders and stuff in there that mix them up. So nobody knew which one they were going to go in. They had to try it. But inside of here, it mixes up with ladders and ramps. And then you had to go in whichever one you found. So if you have the easy one, easier, you're going to go in here. You just got to jump over the tree, get on inside. Number 2, you just have to jump over the spider. I think somebody out there didn't like spiders. Sorry about that. I got to jump over the big old spider and jump across the edge and get inside. The third one, while not as challenging, it just takes a lot longer to get around. You're gonna bounce all the way around here, get back to the hole. Cutting corners would definitely help. So that was the haunted house one. And then comes the last one. And this one's probably the one I'm the most proud of. So the whole object is you've got to shoot yourself through the waterfall up in this rectangle up here. You land down there, you've got to go back and try again. I don't know if I'll pull it off. I did. Almost. There we go. So you get inside. This one's inside. So if you'll notice, I went ahead and built all this because it's Skyfactory, of course, right? So I went around seeding the different ores and stuff to make it look, you know, kind of a little more realistic. You might notice the little hidden ODG there, Onlydraven game. But then you had to sling golf this way, and if you go too, you gotta be careful when you get to the edge. If you go too far, you land in the lava. So you fall down here. Then you have to make it over the spikes, which will kill you, and the lava, which will kill you. And shoot all the way down to this end. But if you hit the wall and hit this spikes, they will kill you. So you have to be careful, right? Oh, and I should say this. I didn't mention that. At the beginning of this one, I did put a little room where they could reset spawn. Everybody had a color bed because they had their own little color armor on. So they go through here, make themselves through spike hell. Then they've got to get past the chasm. I've got just different little holes like this. They're actually dead ends, but they're meant to look like, you know, tunnels and such from like a regular mine would look like. And then you get down here, and I got some little mine carts that just juke by. It's a cool looking thing. They just come inside one side or the other, and you're trying to shoot between the webs and not get stuck in them. And then if you get over the webs, you can either go around and try to shoot yourself through the giant creeper, whatever you'd like. But if you go through the giant creeper, I believe you got one stroke knocked off. Then you come around the corner, and again, you've got to make it through the sand fall or gravel fall. This is one of my favorite effects I've ever put together. And if you get hit the wrong way, it will knock you down. But getting them all to drop differently so it wasn't just solid walls and such, I was pretty pleased with the way that turned out. You got to get yourself over some more spikes, but you don't want to shoot too far. Hello, Midnight, you chubby boy. I'm working here. You jump over, you got to be careful. You don't want to hit the lava, right? So there are a couple safe spots you can land on. What are you doing, Bubby? Midnight, come on, buddy. Come here. Come here. No, come here. Come here, big old boy. He does not like getting picked up. He hates it. He hates it. I know you don't like it. But nobody gets to see you up close ever, and I want people to say hi. This is Mr. Midnight. He's a very scaredy boy. He's so cuddly. But when you pick him up, he thinks something's wrong. And we do have a little concern that whoever had him, or the foster lady, might have been a little abusive. Because if you move towards his head too much, he dodges. He gets pretty scared. You're okay, buddy. You did good. So yeah, so you jump on the lava. Then you get a little water here. Spin around. And then you have to go into the fortress. I really like how this turned out. So it's meant to look like the fortress thing in a regular Skyfactory world where you'd find the end portal, right? We got libraries, books, got some chandeliers going. All these are fake little hallways and doors. The doors, they don't go anywhere. It's a void stone back there, so it looks like a black hole. Water fountain. These stairs don't go anywhere, but you got to get up here and go around the corner. Then you got to shoot yourself through that hole. That actually ended up being a little harder than we expected it to be. But I really like the way this turned out. I thought it looked pretty cool. I was very happy with that. Then you fly up through here. You shoot yourself down here, and then you get to the end. I got a big sword, I got a big axe, and I got a big pickaxe. The walls are glass, so they're not 3D. There's a hole down here. So the object is to shoot yourself into this. Because again, it represents the end portal that you'd find in a regular. But if you miss and you go through here, you still got a shot. Hole in one. So, and that was the last hole. But that was sling golf. And it was one of this one here, this last hole took a while to build, but the whole thing ends up being pretty large. The gravel fall is just what you'd think it to be. It's automated users, material stonework factories set up to automatically make gravel. The Behind every one of the block placers is a redstone clock, each one set at different times. That's how you set up so they don't all drop at the same time. So they're a little different there. There's our little... So yeah. So those were the Let's Plays I built, and I brought some people from the community in. We filmed some of them. They were pretty good. We had some good times there. Some of them we didn't get to film, and I hope to maybe one day come back in and do it. I'm still building the last one. And I had no idea how much work it was going to be for me to build this thing. But it's so much. So this is a giant cube. Never seen this before. Giant cube, right? And each section has a kitchen. So it's a cooking challenge. It's to see who can make the most different type of foods in like an hour. So you got your own little dock. You can come out here. You got your fishing rod. You can come out here. You can fish for fish and fish supplies. Over here, you have a tree, so you can get some wood and saplings and keep planting more. Everybody has some trees. They got a little chest here where they got their spawn, and they've got all the stuff they'd need to cook. I would give them, I would give them like a couple basic tools. They got farm plots, so if they want to farm, if they get seeds, they can. And then basically they're going to come over here and they're going to dig. And inside that cube, which I'm filling by hand, mind you, this why it takes so long. As you can see here, there's chests hidden all throughout it. And inside those chests are seeds, eggs, animal egg and spawn eggs, different things that you might need to be able to make as many foods as you can. So it's solid. They've got to dig through and try to find the chests that give them supplies. So going around now, I've almost got all the chests full of supplies. Then I just have to fill them all up. But this one was taking a very long time. I want to say I was a little intoxicated when I made the lake. People said I was very happy when I made the lake. Oh, well. Anyways, that's the Let's Play server. And I hadn't shown this to a lot of folks in a long time. And somebody asked about it the other day, so I thought it'd be fun to kind of show off some of the builds and other stuff that I've done. But yeah, we've only got about 10 minutes left in the stream. This one was a pretty easy one. You just woke up at 6:30 a.m. My goodness. Give me 1 second here. Bear with me just a second. We're going to go back to the world we started on today, back to our actual playthrough. What? Sorry. Something I got to check on later. Sky grids. Here it is. And back again. Sorry about that. I keep the IP off the screen. Not that anybody could get into it anyways. I'm the only one whitelisted to get inside. And that's what I did when I invited people to film in it. I went in and whitelisted those people and then removed that. Just because I just don't want people in there messing with it. It's a server that's only meant to host a small group at a time. I don't have as much RAM dedicated to that one because it's not meant for a ton of people. So for those of you who may not have been here at the beginning of the stream, you hear that little hum? This Death Star is fully operational! Today we got the achievement that I have been trying to get since Skyfactory 4 came out, and I failed probably 8 times at this point. And that was build a nuclear craft fusion reactor that produces at least 3,333,333 RF per tick. After multiple attempts, even on this same Let's Play, we've got the right fuel combination, cooler combination, that it is currently producing 6.6 million RF per tick. That's a lot of energy. That is an ungodly amount of energy that no one would ever need. Thank you, Ancient One and Mook. I appreciate that. It was quite a big deal. You know, I've been working on it for a while. To get one of the fuels we needed, helium-3, I actually had to build a smaller reactor because it's only made in a reactor. So one reactor is making that to power the other one. But both reactors are up and running. And again, even this little one here is making 1 million RF per tick, right? So between the two of them, it's close to 7.5 million RF per tick. Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, I'm not sure what the max is. It's still going. Because right now I'm only at 87% efficiency. I haven't even hit 100% yet. So the number is going up. As you can see, it's still going up 48, 49, 50. It's just going up slower at this point. But yeah, quite a big deal to finally get that knocked out. So now that means the only achievement that I've never gotten in Skyfactory 4 is this one. And you can't. Unfortunately, as far as I know, this is a broken achievement. There are multiple components in here that you cannot make. For example, I think one of them was a canopy button. We used canopy wood, and all it made was a regular button, so I didn't get credit for that. So, even though the recipe says a canopy wood would make a canopy button, it didn't. It made a regular oak button. We had the same problem with trapdoors and some of the other things that are in there. So this achievement, which to my understanding is broken, and we tried it this time and I wasn't able to do it either because it just won't make them, is the only achievement in the game I've never gotten. So yeah. The tutorial for this, oh my god, the tutorial for this. So what I'm thinking is this is going to have to be a multi-part tutorial. I've already done a tutorial on how to make a reactor like this, right? I've shown a tutorial how to make a reactor, the overall building of it. That itself isn't an issue. I think I even have one showing how to make the maximum sized one, but not getting it running. And getting the fuel combinations. Each of the fuel combinations is probably going to be a different tutorial, right? Because for what we were making there, I had to have, wrong section. Both of them are running off of liquid hydrogen, which is a process I had to automate to get that going. God, is that a power hog. Then I had to make tritium and deuterium, which in itself, you can't see it there for a minute because I got rid of it. Shrinky dink. Got the wrong remote again. This one, to produce both of those fuels, there's one machine that makes both based on a fuel. So each one is an electrolyzer, which takes heavy water and turns it into those two fuels. So I had to run pipes off of each side because one's coming out one, one's coming out the other. Bring those all the way down, and then bring all those into a tank. Oops. Not a lot of room to maneuver in here, if you will. How did I get stuck in here? Oh, there we go. So yeah, not a lot of room to maneuver. So this one was a whole thing, right? And you probably don't have to go this big, but as it is, it has a hard time keeping up with the tritium. So if you don't go that big, you'll need to let it build up fluids a lot longer. If you're wanting to use that reactor permanently, you're going to need it to be that big, if not bigger. Then for coolant, we use liquid molten diamond. So I got set up for that. So I'm feeling like I need to do a tutorial for how to make each one of those fuels before I even do the tutorial for this. You know what I mean? So that's maybe a different crafting table. Potentially. I tried using crafting table, crafting station. It won't do it inside of the simple storage system either. So I'm not sure what other crafting table out there would let it work, but I mean, it's possible. If there is a way, I just don't know what it is yet. Of course, I should look around again, because who knows? Somebody may have come up with a solve, and I just haven't. I didn't know about it, but I have yet to find a way to do it. Because that one, I mean, to be honest with you, it's not that hard, right? If it's just a matter of making it in a crafting table and you've got the right saplings, knock that out in 5 or 10 minutes, right? It's just having the supplies that's the issue, and a craft way to make the things. Half of those saplings, if not 2/3 of them, I already have growing upstairs. So I've already got the wood for a bunch of those things. See, that's dark oak, mineral, jungle, acacia. There's twilight mangrove. I've got that going. Tree of transformation. So I've got several of those twilight trees growing in different areas. So I've got some of the wood. It just wouldn't let me make it into the thing. So definitely something to look forward to. See if we can find a way to do it, because that would be it. But yeah, the tutorial for this process, I think, would have to be multi-step. Because it took me so many tries. I would want to make sure I was going in detail for other folks so that they don't get frustrated as well. I tell you what, I'm not building this again in the tutorials world. I will film that tutorial in this world, because I am sure as hell not building another one of these things again. Now that I've got it and I know I can do it and I can make it work, done. But before I do a tutorial for that, I'm going to go do a tutorial for these, because this, the mechanism reactor, is awesome. Also have to do a couple tutorials on how to make the fuels, but they're not that hard to do. And this thing pumps out a lot of power. This was the difference. This is what let me do that one. Because the biggest issue I've always had, A, cooling, and B, keeping all of these powered. And a fission reactor could not keep up with it, no matter how well I did with it. But even with two of these, not only did it power that entire thing, it still continued to put excess power into this induction matrix, which is now full and is holding 819 billion RF. Billion RF in there. If I turned off every reactor, every geothermal I had, it would probably take me months to go through that much power with everything else I have running. Minimum months to go through that. That's a horrendous amount of power in there, and that's a small induction matrix. Hey, Only Panda, good day. This was a very basic small one, so you could definitely get much bigger than that. Hello, Ender Adventure, good day. So yeah, this was a lot of fun. Now, as we're talking, we're probably close to done with this playthrough of Skyfactory 4. I am trying to figure out how to make the nuclear craft turbine, because I've been asked to do that. We may fiddle with that next week if I can figure out how it works. Hey, long time to see you as well. Appreciate you popping in. But we may mess with the turbine if I can get enough information on it. If I can't get it figured out by next week, we may go ahead and go right into a different pack. And I'll still work on the turbine, and then once I finally get it figured out, we'll come back into this world for one night and put the turbine together. The turbine together. I realized I put two togethers together. God, I keep doing that. Huh. Weird. Mechanism turbine. Yeah, somebody mentioned that one as well. I didn't even know that one existed. So I'll try and figure out both of those, and we can do a double turbine day. I'm also going to do a tutorial on this bad boy, the thermal evaporator. Because we got that figured out. Get yourself some brine. You know, you need some brine. So I've got some on that. And then I've got some smaller components to do it on as well. How to make HLC steel. What else do I still have? Information screen. I'm going to do a tutorial on that. There was also... Where's the other one? That little wand. What is that wand? I need to do one on this little wand. That's awesome. It was so... This one, the flux configurator. God, is that a great block. I'm totally going to do one on that. So I've got several several tutorials I'm going to build based on things we've learned in this playthrough. A couple of them will be large ones, like the reactor ones. But definitely we've got some stuff to work on. But one way or another, next Sunday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, I'll be back here. And we may be jumping into some Insane Craft. Jump into that little game, which has been recommended. I started dabbling with it once, and then Skyfactory 1 was re-released, and I ran right over there to play that. Then when I came back, I wanted to play Skyfactory 4 again. So I ended up not going back to it. So I'll probably restart Insane Craft, and we'll jump in there and play with it a little bit for at least a little while until I get the itch and I have to come back into Skyfactory 4. We've had some great recommendations. Maybe do a prestige run. Someone said I should do another prestige run. We had people recommend one of the other different worlds. So, you know, there's definitely a lot of options there. Said there are a lot of different world types in Skyfactory 4 I've never played. This is the first time I've done anything besides a Project E or the regular world. So Skygrid was fun. Skygrid was a lot of fun. I'd be interested to see what's next. Oh, I wonder if I have any heads yet. Oh, I didn't get any heads yet. That sucks. Put a spawner in here full of people. Give me heads. Anyways. Oh, goodness. All right. Well, I think I'm having a hard time keeping my eyes open, so I think we may be close to done here. It's right at 1 o'clock anyways. Let's see what I missed in here. Can you do the mechanism turbine? Yes, we'll take a look. I'll also look at that one. End it very soon. Do you wish you raid someone? We can. Yeah. If anybody wants to go with me and raid someone, I won't be able to stay a minute or two because I'm half dead. I'm back to working full time at my other job, so having to get up a lot earlier than I used to. But yeah, have you got a recommendation for us today, Ancient One? If you have a suggestion for someone, I'd see if anybody I'm following. See if there's anybody up that's... I like being able to do different people. That was kind of fun. Find different folks on YouTube to do. Let me grab my YouTubes and see if I can see anybody that's on. Especially if we can find anybody who's playing Minecraft. That'd be fun. I always like it when I search Minecraft and a bunch of my stuff comes up. Let's see. I'm live now. Thank you for telling me that. I don't see anybody live playing Minecraft. At least it's not listing them. Man, people are so good at making thumbnails, man. I wish I had artistic skill like that, because I wish I could make better thumbnails. Thumbnails look so much nicer. You know what I mean? Deeply understanding, I have a person named Lightning Farron in mind. Yeah, I'm all about that. Let me grab that person's name. Hey, later, Honzo. Thanks for hanging with us, bud. And thank you all for coming by and hanging with me today. I appreciate it. I had a great time. If you had fun, and you haven't already, it'd be awesome if you'd consider hitting the like button. And if you haven't, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can hang out with us. If you'd like to do something cool, take even just a few minutes. We're going to go over and we're going to raid Lightning Farron, who has... Can't see what they're playing right now. Mega Man. Swing over there, say hi, click like, give him a like, show him a little love, and, you know, give him a minute. Maybe you want to subscribe as well. It'd be awesome if you'd consider it. All right, so I'm going to drop the link for that. Let me find their stream here. One moment. Here we go. All right, let me grab it. All right, so here we go. I'm going to drop that link right there. If you wouldn't mind going on over there with me, if you want to put hashtag Onlydraven Gaming Raid, that would be awesome. Send a little love from the community, from us to them. We're going to swing by and say hello, and then I'm going to throw the end credits up here. So if you'd like to come over and join us and help another creator out who's probably doing some awesome stuff, it would be awesome if you'd throw them a like and maybe a sub. All right? As for that, I will see you again next week. Feel free to come on over to my Twitch channel, Onlydraven Gaming, and I'll be over there streaming Wednesday through Saturday. All right? You all have yourself a wonderful day, and we'll see you very soon.